Happy New Week, guys. It is Monday, the 18th of July. Welcome to TDA, the day after, your favorite news platform and the home of popular culture, as defined by the culture. We, of course, hosted by great people, by greatness. But before we get there, if you guys could kindly subscribe to our channel, that'd be great. But yeah, should we introduce ourselves?
It's your boy Big Mars from the east side of the bridge. You know what it is. Happy Monday, people.
Happy Monday. It's your favorite shade queen, Martin Royalty.
Happy Monday, the Oracle, the voice of reason, Big Man Use.
Lovely. How was everyone's weekend?
Mark, how's your weekend, bro?
Why me?
Huh? Because I think you had the most interesting weekend out of all of us.
Yeah.
I was in the same place as you.
Yeah, but
Where are you?
Yeah, but you were having a different experience.
you were doing Deji. You had an experience.
Yeah, you had an experience still.
It was fun, man. We had the NFT event at the Ned.
Yeah.
The New Black. That was
Very informative.
Very
extremely. I hope you enjoyed it and you got all up to speed on your crypto stuffs.
Crypto, metaverse,
Not Brent getting his mic.
NFTs, all of that stuff. You know what I mean?
Can
Can I just say, these three are so lucky that I knew what the hell was going on there and that I know everything that we need to know to prepare ourselves for the future.
And that's on
And
period.
I'm going to pass it on all to you guys because I love you all.
But
Thank you, Brent.
So what was the sentiment that I left you with yesterday as well?
The same thing.
The
The same thing.
This
Brent,
is teamwork.
Brent,
Can I be
this
honest?
is not for me. Don't understand what's going on.
No, but Brent, can I be honest, yeah?
But I know you do.
It
And I'm
speaks
comforted
to-
with that fact.
No, but you know, it speaks to how we see you because I promise you, while I was sitting there, I said, you know, we're fine.
Yeah,
Brent gets this.
Yeah.
I don't need to get it. I was like, I'm sure Brent will let me know, okay, Esther, bring some money, you invest here. And I was like, you know, Brent gets this and that's all that matters. So, Brent, we love you. We appreciate
And now
you.
y'all know why I didn't invite you guys or I didn't tell you guys about it after the party part was just removed from it.
Okay.
Yeah,
The party part would have made everything. All right, cool. It was a good time.
It was a great time.
Just the panel. Marx was literally being a nuisance at the back. All he was doing was.
And it will set me off too.
Is she Afrikaans?
Oh, stop
Is that what you
it.
said?
sir.
About who?
There was a
White
white woman.
lady.
There was a white lady in the panel.
Oh,
Is she Afrikaans?
Yeah, you're a
There was
nuisance.
one moment where he's like, I want to dash this drink at that guy.
okay.
Cyril was talking, but he was
Yeah.
going. He's like, if I could just shut him up. But anyway,
Boo, go home.
thank you guys for coming through.
No, we appreciate it.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to demystifying, breaking all of that down to you guys. So real world application is what would be the best educator for you guys.
Absolutely.
fact.
Yeah, until that happens, then it's all flipping jargon, honestly.
Yeah.
But yeah, thank you very much.
That's funny, man.
Yeah.
That's right. Brent came and said the opposite of everything we said. We were like, oh, it was a great event. We learned so much. But no, what did I do? On Saturday was my mum's birthday early in the week. And we went out for brunch. It was cute. So
Yeah.
she didn't know like we were coming. She was just her and my sister-in-law.
Yeah.
And we were all there. But my sisters be late.
Mm.
It was just me and one of my other sisters.
Yeah.
So when she got there, there was two missing. Yeah, two missing. But it was really, really cute. And then we went to a bar after. And it was really, really nice. It was really, really cute.
Yeah.
Nice
That's
Saturday.
nice.
Nice.
My Saturday was chill. I told you I took my son to the park,
Oh, yeah.
done picnic and that.
Oh, so he wanted to see you then?
Yeah, eventually. Yeah,
Squeezed you in.
yeah. He fit
Yeah,
me
my
this time.
Saturday, I went to a wedding. It was nice.
Yeah, you had fun.
Yeah, it was fun, man. Esther was giving me grief about my story. Like, you don't know this couple. Why are you all
Nah,
up in
because you know what, yeah, you know, you sat here on Friday talking about, oh yeah, like, you know, he's going to a wedding, blah, blah, whatever. Then I'm seeing stuff like he's the flipping best man. I was thinking, okay.
I was just in the dance floor trying to capture the moment. I mean, the first dance and that.
No, it looked nice though, it looked nice.
Yeah, it was nice.
I love like
It
nice wedding. What was the venue?
was in Braintree,
Okay, no.
Essex.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, there's another one in Essex. I went to my cousin's wedding. It's such a nice, it's like a castle kind of vibe. And then the reception part is like on the side.
Okay.
It's really nice, but
I don't do care for weddings, but the occasion is kind of like
it's
lit.
lovely.
The
Yeah,
experience
yeah,
and that.
yeah,
Yeah, it's decent.
Yeah. What I want to do then, I want to go to a wedding with my partner. I've never done that.
Okay.
But I can't go to a wedding with someone who's temporary. Like,
That's pressure though, isn't it?
no, not even, because when I go to a wedding, I don't feel like, oh, I want to get married. Like, I don't get into all of that emotion. I'm just there for a good time.
If you're with your partner and it's a long-term relationship and everything's going well and these things,
Well,
and then you come to the wedding and it's just like You know, like when they're walking down the aisle and everybody's
Oh, yeah.
it's just better.
Could have been you.
It's the looks, isn't it?
No, but I would be giving him grief before we ever got invited to the wedding because why am I here doing a life sentence? Nah, sir. Put a ring on it. But no, it was really cute. I love a good wedding.
Yeah, nice.
But yeah, all right, let's get into our first headline. From wedding to fighting. So the Tory candidates bring out the gloves. So as you may have been aware, the remaining 5 candidates competing to lead the Tory government have been engaging in debates that have been aired live on TV. These occurred on Friday, Sunday, and the last one will be on Tuesday. In yesterday's debate, it appeared the leadership rivals stepped up their attacks on each other's records and policies. There were numerous back and forths between them. Foreign Secretary Liz Truss criticised ex-Chancellor Rishi Sunak, his tax rises, saying, "The fact is that raising taxes at this moment will choke off economic growth. It will prevent us getting the revenue we need to pay off the debts." Mr. Sunak responded saying that the pandemic damaged the economy and the money had to be paid back. He went on to say, "There's a cost to these things and the cost of higher inflation and higher mortgage rates eroded savings. And you know what? This something for nothing economics isn't conservative, it's socialism." There were also sharp exchanges between Miss Mordaunt and former Equalities Minister Kemi Badenoch over a row about the self-identification for transgender people. Overall, it was an enlightening night with all candidates going for the juggler, realising not much time was left to make their case to be the next Prime Minister. It's a bit awkward, isn't it? All 5 ruled out an early general election if they became Prime Minister in 7 weeks' time. At one point, the candidates were asked to raise their hands if they would give departing Prime Minister Boris Johnson a job in the cabinet. None of them did. MPs will vote for a 3rd time today as they whittle down the field, eventually to 2, who will then face postal ballots of Tory members to decide who will be the next Prime Minister.
Well,
I reckon that the last 2 will be Sunak and what's her name? That Mordaunt woman. I think, oh no, we already had one, Theresa May.
What's that?
I was gonna say it would have been nice to have a female prime minister, but we
Oh,
already
okay,
did.
okay.
Mordaunt's the one they're pushing now, innit?
Yeah. One of the looks of things, yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
I don't know. I think trust.
Is it trust?
Yeah, because
Oh, is it? Okay.
more than they're getting onto her now because of her stance on the self-identity issue.
Did you say you
Okay.
watched it?
I didn't watch it. I watched the highlights.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say, what's her stance?
But you know what the self-identity issue is, right?
What her one is?
Yeah, they find her too liberal for conservatives, too open-minded,
Okay.
Oh.
too interested in the woke politics, as in to basically advocate for it.
Oh,
Okay.
And
okay.
conservatives definitely don't want that crap.
Really?
Do you understand? Yeah.
But they be touching little boys all the time.
So, so what does it mean?
Hypocrites.
You
now.
said they'll be open to basically like sexual abuse, but not
Definitely know what I took it.
transgender issues.
No, definitely know what I took. I just meant like they're attracted to
Bad stuff.
men
Yes.
and they're trying to keep it a secret.
Yes.
So I would have thought that this would be the great time to then live in their truth and support these causes. Not just trans
Oh,
stuff,
to basically,
just the entire,
there's nothing to see
community.
here.
yeah.
All right. Okay. Yeah.
I had to, whew,
But that
That was
You
techie.
you on the ropes there.
I was speaking so
listening-
slow. Have
listening
you ever
very
have you ever heard me
intently
talk
right
that
there.
slowly?
I was like, what is she about to say?
But that would mean that they would really have to go heavy once it is that she gets power
Mm.
to start putting in policies to run through that kind of stuff. And they've, as a flipping party, they've been against that crap.
So it's Labour
Fully.
for that stuff.
Yeah, they're more
Oh,
liberal.
okay.
Like very, very left.
Okay.
Very left.
All right.
Yeah,
Don't
yeah,
get
yeah.
whiplash now.
So that's why I think that they're actually going to be pushing Liz more than.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. It only just happened in the last couple of days, to be honest.
All right.
Okay. All right. So the next bit of news is going to be a mad thing out there. So the government triggered the first ever national emergency heat red alert with a record 40 degrees Celsius temperature forecast for southeast England on Tuesday, as experts warn thousands may die in the coming heat wave.
What?
I hate when they say stuff like this.
What?
Are you a witch? What do you mean thousands may die? The heck? All right. That's so
Thousands
dramatic.
may die.
Wow.
I'm a
okay.
part of
That's
thousands.
crazy. Only black-
So
We
what,
are
I may
thousands.
die.
I don't know how all of y'all just like remonstrated off the back of hearing that.
This
You
is
know,
black
they're
people,
bare-
black
they're
people
bare-
just chuckled everywhere.
They're bare old people out there, you know.
They were?
No, I know.
Yeah.
Old people.
I know.
Can they stay inside?
That's probably why.
That's what they were suggesting that they don't go anywhere. They
Yeah.
don't travel.
Don't go
Block
there.
Block their freedom pass for the day. They'll be fine. They ain't got nowhere to go. They ain't paying Uber, not in this inflation times.
Heat stroke and that. No, you know, there's countries that live like this every day,
Yeah.
and they're fine.
Yeah.
So when you hear it, and it just sounds like
It's just so
"Oh,
dramatic."
Yeah,
dramatic."
You heard about the fires in France and whatnot, right?
When
The bushfires and whatnot.
That's fire.
when
That's a
recent,
different type of heat.
But it's because of the heat. I mean, it's actually taking lives.
Yeah, but we have
Honestly,
like
there ain't bushfires in France. Ain't that Australia and that?
So you're not watching the news?
What now?
No, because we
sorry,
have
you learn
TDA.
news. Yeah, sorry.
We have TDA.
Listen.
Yeah,
I
it's
don't watch
mad,
the news.
man.
I hate the news.
I come here for my
Yeah.
news.
Sit in your
Yeah, I
house,
come
turn
here
your
for
AC
news. You see,
and sit in front of a fan.
My mindset now is I'm especially new. I'm only digesting and taking what's in this doc.
Yeah.
I hate the news. I don't want it. So I'm gonna assume that if
Yeah.
it's in here,
Yeah.
it's been
All right.
Yeah,
it's been
that's
vetted
okay.
It's the news.
and it's good enough for me to digest.
Yeah.
I hate the
Yeah.
news. I don't like listening to them.
Yeah. The wildfires in France, I know.
Oh, right this
Is
second.
it?
Right now.
Well, damn.
Is that there?
Yes.
Look at that. Oh,
at
look at
that.
the timing.
Yeah.
Look at God.
Good timing. Look at guys.
These are
God.
neighbors.
No, but there's whole water between us, so
Yeah, but I'm saying, I'm not saying the fire's gonna get to us.
What's to put it out?
I'm not saying the fire's gonna get to us. I'm just saying that it's hot.
okay.
It's hot.
Yeah.
So when they say thousands might die, they're not.
No, but like, is it
saying.
like 40 degrees over there, like over a period of time? Because we're having just 140 degrees.
Yeah.
We'll be
But
fine.
you're saying is it prolonged?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Because I would assume, yeah, that it would be, it will cause fires if it's prolonged.
Yes.
Then again, the train tracks did burn that time. Did catch fire.
Yeah.
I get what you're saying. It's a 140-degree, man. It should be cool, man.
Yeah, man, everyone
It's
stay
too-
indoors. Drink some cold
Monday,
water.
Tuesday, isn't it?
Monday and Tuesday. What, today?
Monday, Tuesday.
Yeah, today's
Today
38.
and Tuesday.
Is it 38?
What
Yeah.
was it?
Yeah.
Put wear SPF. This is not the time for you to challenge your melanin to do its thing against the
Yeah.
sun. Flipping wear SPF.
I ain't even got none on.
I've been putting it just on
So
my face.
sad.
No, my body.
Yeah, I don't put it on my body.
Yeah.
I want my body to get dark. Okay, so health officials fear people living alone on upper floors of buildings are among those who could perish.
Ah! That's me, man. I've been living on the upper floor by
This
myself.
is, do you know what? This is how you know we're not liars because we're literally getting the news. This is him reacting to the news in real time. Okay, let me read that again. Health officials fear people living alone on upper floors of buildings are among those who could perish, as people did in Paris in 2003. Last year, 2 lesser heat episodes caused about 1,600 excess deaths, according to official figures. This is a thing. Crap.
Oh.
The level 4 heat alert announced for Monday and Tuesday by the UK Health Security Agency means illness and death may occur among the fit and healthy and not just in high-risk groups.
There you go, Brent. I'm a
Big
part
man.
of the fit and healthy group. I live on the top floor of a building. by
You're hitting
myself.
all the notes. But you gotta go on holiday, you can't die.
Yeah.
So the Met Office described the forecast heat that is coming from France and Spain as absolutely unprecedented and urged people to treat it like a storm warning and consider changing plans. Operations are being cancelled in parts of the NHS. Some schools are closing early or shutting altogether. And Network Rail advised people not to use trains that will be slowed down amid fears of buckled rails. Avoid the central line.
Oh, you know, I was thinking the same thing. I'm about to say, don't go in the central line.
Because even in winter,
you are
that shit
finished.
is mad. So, record nighttime temperatures of more than 25 degrees Celsius, which is 77 Fahrenheit, in London and parts of the northwest are also forecast, placing greater strain on people's bodies for longer, a key factor in increasing mortality. So, guys, take necessary precautions and please be careful out there today and tomorrow.
Be careful, man.
Terry's doing work in my yard. He might die in the yard because my house was hot
Yeah.
anyway. Like my house is notoriously hot. I don't know what's wrong with that
Is
building.
it?
Yeah, I'm at the top of it. I don't know what is wrong with that place here, but it's boiling. Like if it's like 22 degrees outside, my yard's 30.
No way.
Yeah, so he's gonna die.
That's sick in winter, though. 'Cause
Yeah. Sorry,
Save
yeah,
the
we
heat.
could save me. But he's gonna die though, definitely.
He's not
I
gonna
came in
die.
there the other day. He was topless,
Topless bum out.
topless,
Cheeks out.
working.
Cheeks out.
On a Tuesday.
Crack out.
He's gonna be finished. I don't know
Oh,
what he's
dear.
gonna do today.
You might have to give him the day off, babes.
Nah, I need it done by Tuesday.
Oh my
Work
gosh.
after
I cannot.
run.
I actually cannot.
Trust
No,
me.
but no, people do what you need to do. Drink water. I was watching the news. Actually, I wasn't watching the news. Brent was watching the news, and I happened to hear some stuff.
Yeah.
And they were asking the lady what people can do to try and stay cool. And she was saying basically in the morning, like really early, open your doors, open your windows, let like breeze come through. But she said as soon as like it gets really, really hot, close it and pull your curtains because it keeps your house cooler. And she said avoid being outside between 11 and 2 p.m.
Okay.
So we need to wrap this up quickly so I can get back in my house. Fan. All right, okay, let's get into the topic of the day. What you saying? It's about the Tories. So, would you view the Tories differently? As we can see, Sunak has won both rounds of voting so far and appears to be a favourite to be a finalist. However, Conservative Home, which is a British right-wing blog which supports but is independent of the Conservative Party, has published the final results from its latest survey of party members. It suggests that Kemi Badenoch is now the candidate who could beat all others in the final ballots. So the question is, if the final two candidates were to be narrowed down to Rishi, who's Asian, and Kemi, who is black, would it change the narrative in your mind that the Tories are intrinsically racist?
No, she could just be a puppet.
What was it she said about education that time again? Brent? Do you remember?
About education? Or that she doesn't want the school system to be teaching children that about their white privilege and
Yeah.
whatnot.
So
race theory, I think it's called.
okay. Oh,
Is it race theory? Let me double check that.
okay.
And my
Yeah.
thing is, I told you, it's not even about race. Yeah? Like, anybody over there in that building is one of them. And that's
Yeah.
just it. You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
Like, if they've picked you, if they think you're good enough to represent them and be their whole leader,
Yeah.
then you are one of them. Like,
Yeah.
it doesn't matter what color you are. It doesn't matter what you present. You're one of them.
It's critical race theory. Just a correction.
Critical.
Yeah.
Okay.
But when you say one of them, don't you always say that you want to be?
One of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm not yet.
All right, cool. So when you are, then you're gonna change your tune.
Of course.
All right.
Hold on, what's one of them look like to you?
What's one of them look like?
For you?
No, I'm just saying, like, the Conservatives, the right wing.
For them, he
Oh, you
he
mean
wants to
within
get
politics?
rich.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Mine just want to be upper class. So whoever he has to be friends with to get there.
Yeah, no, yeah.
He's gonna get there.
I'm assuming you're talking about being upper class, not necessarily politics-wise, just in your
Like,
field.
Not
basically.
necessarily just the fact of being upper class, but even like what they actually like, or what they represent, or what you would think of them, the mindset.
Mm.
That's actually like
Yeah.
what I mean, innit? Like, they're not necessarily always been for the people or anything like that.
Yeah.
Like, so just a certain type, whether it's true or not, stereotypes or whatever it may be,
Mm.
just a certain type. It's just like the way it's been built. Like, the Conservatives have always been like you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm trying to say. So it's like, you'd see a black person and think, oh, well, would it change your thought? Because you see a black person, instantly you connect to it.
Mm.
And then they say, oh, you're like, that's one of us there. But then, like, I'm trying to play, it's not one of us. You know what I'm trying to say? That's not the people. That's one.
Yeah.
It's one of them.
Yeah.
That's basically what I'm saying. But yeah, I wouldn't mind being, obviously, yeah. When I'm rich, I'm gonna vote Conservative because the taxes and stuff.
Yeah, makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay, so Labour, who obviously are a bit more liberal than Conservatives, so they've never actually had a black or Asian party leader. So if they're not colourblind,
Why is that?
why is that? What do you guys reckon? Because I just feel like with all of this stuff here, as much as people can say they're liberal and whatever, they still have their this is the right way to do things kind of vibe
Mhm.
or kind of mindset. So they can be all for colorblind. They can be all colorblind, and we don't see black or white. We don't see race, blah blah, and let the gays in and everybody else in. But I feel like when it comes down to showing that, in terms of having a party leader, I feel like that's where they draw the line.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Do you get what I mean?
Hold on, is their narrative that they're colorblind? Is that something that they push?
With Labour.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, essentially,
But they're more accepting.
yeah,
of
like,
Okay.
non-traditional views. I
or
guess.
more accepting than the
Okay.
other end, innit?
Okay.
Yeah.
Than the opposition, innit? So it's just,
Yeah, you could be more accepting, but still not want those people to be
Yeah.
your leader. basically.
And that's a lot of, I think that's a lot of, unfortunately, a lot of non-blacks, I would say,
Yeah.
where they accept it, where they can live with you, they can exist with you.
But
but
only
the
to a certain
moment-
level.
Yes,
Yeah.
there's a cutoff point for all of that. So
Yeah.
the moment that you're now in charge of something cool,
Yeah,
you can get
it's
some
a
kind of
problem.
power. It's like, whoa, like I'm accepting, but not that accepting kind of thing.
Brent, do you think the country would have a problem if the Prime Minister was gay?
They would quicker
would that
choose
be
a
a
white
bigger-
gay man than a black straight man.
Oh yeah.
100%.
Okay, I was going to ask, you think that would be a bigger challenge than a black man?
No, it wouldn't be. It wouldn't be a bigger challenge. They would quicker accept a white gay man than a black heterosexual man.
Mm.
And just so you know, every conservative party member isn't necessarily racist, right? And they aren't necessarily right wing. There are centrists and there are left-leaning conservatives. That's why you can comfortably say, when I'm rich, I want to vote conservative. Because there are conservatives who think just like you. Protect my money, please. And make sure that my money gets passed down to my youth them for as long as it is that I'm around. So, Conservative Party, in general, they have that type of vibe that they're right-leaning, but not all of them are. Yeah,
It's just like I said, it's the stereotypes and that. That's what that's what you would say in it. Yeah.
Entrenched stereotypes.
Okay, another question for you guys. So if the Tories are that racist, why would their own MPs potentially vote to have a black or Asian candidate as the leader and prime minister? To that I say they haven't won yet. I
Amen.
think when second?
Amen.
Yeah, like okay, I don't know where you're going.
No,
with that.
amen.
No, you're saying, yeah,
You're onto something here.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So until they win,
Mm.
then I can't say that they would allow it. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah, it just looks good. It's like
Yeah.
they're ticking off boxes and stuff like that. It's trying to show that the party is diverse.
Yeah.
You know what I'm trying to say? Like, but
And also when you think about it, because obviously there's 5 people at the moment, yeah, and they're sharing like the entire conservative votes, right? So it might be this person is more favorable with this. Like, say for example, Kemi's got all the blacks. I don't know how many blacks are in there.
Conservative MP votes, by the way. They haven't gone to the members.
Oh, they haven't gone to
party
members yet?
Yeah, the 100,000 members. And when they go to the last 2, that's
when they
when
go
they're
to the
going to
members.
canvass
Okay.
the country,
Round it
going
up.
to the members to basically say, all right, cool, vote for me, vote for me. And
Mhm.
that's why you're going to see a Sunak there, definitely, right? Because he has to be the other. Because nobody else, it doesn't make any sense if it is that you choose anybody else. Because he's a strong candidate.
Yeah.
But you're also going to have a white woman there.
That's the thing.
The guy's going to drop out. Not the Baden,
the Kemi, she's the woman.
no, the guy, the army guy. Can't remember what his name is, but he's gonna drop out. He's not gonna last.
We don't even
Yeah.
know him, so he's definitely
This is
dropped
it,
off.
this
He's
is
dropped off already.
But out of the 2 women, the PM,
Truss?
Penny,
Oh, Penny.
Morden, whatever.
Yeah.
I'm doing.
ain't it Jane Morden or something like that?
No, it's
It definitely
PM.
is not
PM
Jane.
for PM.
Oh, go on,
Yeah, PM for PM.
I would
And
remember.
then-
I would
and
remember
then
Miss Jane.
Liz Truss.
Yeah.
It's gonna be one of those. And again, it's gonna be up to the Conservative Party members, 100,000 odd, to basically choose who's gonna be the Prime Minister.
Ooh.
And I don't see. That's when it is you're gonna see the hostility.
Let me
Do you
see
think
this
they'd
in
rather
this.
pick like a white woman than pick a
Indian
Asian man?
Yes.
Of course.
Yes.
We've had
Now
white,
racists are
We've-
wild, you know.
we've had white women before.
Yeah.
One time it even worked. Well, depending on who you speak
Well,
to.
Thatcher.
Yeah.
Thatcher's my girl. I like Thatcher.
The Iron Lady.
It's a strong lady.
But
Got
why
me
would
being
you?
history.
Why would you question the absurdity of that? Of me saying, of course.
Now, I'm not so much questioning him. I'm just like, I'm just deep because obviously I know that with men, like it's always like a men, boys club kind of thing. But then it's always funny when you
Oh,
change when you change things about, like you start to change characteristics about, and it's like this person more than this person. So say it's like 2 men, you rather have a white gay man than a black gay man, and then we have a white woman. It's like, you're white, but
Oh, this
actually
bitch
no,
might
we'd rather
win.
go with this. It's crazy.
Who?
This bitch might win.
Which
Who?
one?
Liz Truss.
No, Penny Morden.
Again, she would win only if it is that she basically moves the conversation from her focusing on woke politics.
Yeah, but ain't she smart enough to like
Finesse it.
to do that? Like basically, if she can see how it's going, like
I do believe that if she realizes that she can actually beat Sunak or get through to the last 2, then she definitely will change her rhetoric, because I think the Conservatives really don't want Conservative Party in general to lean towards what Labour would be using as song bites, which is the woke politics stuff.
oh, you can't. Liz Truss can't win, man.
Because of how she looks.
Yeah.
How she look?
Let
Let me see.
See how I went right there?
Liz,
See how I went right
Liz
there?
Truss.
No, she just looks like an evil stepmother. Like she just looks like, yeah.
Is it?
No, she doesn't look. Yeah.
So she looks like to
strong.
me. She looks like, no, it's the eyebrows.
She wore the
I
exact
hear what you're
same
saying.
clothes that
Margaret Thatcher.
Margaret Thatcher wore when she did her first powwow with the rest of them.
Oh yeah, she did.
That callback serious. She looks like a Thatcher type. She looks like
You know,
an
she
Iron
looks like
Maiden.
you know. You watch them.
Them Trump.
You know you watch those
doing GQ.
those Netflix, what's it called? Netflix shows. It's like and it's based in the suburban, and she's like the neighborhood kind of watch, and she plays nice, and then a black family moves next door, and she brings them a pie, and she has to peep through the house, see what's going on.
She definitely looks like that woman.
It's the eyebrows, man. Thicken up your eyebrows, sis. Makes you look a bit friendlier.
All right, so would you guys, let's just say you lived in Nigeria, born in Nigeria. Obviously, the population is mainly black. Would you be okay to have a white prime minister?
No. It's given slavery.
If he was born there.
Would you be okay
Use
to
Jamaica.
have a white prime minister?
Jamaica's got white prime ministers.
Forget that.
No, but they used to be run by the Queen, so they used to kind of stuff like that. But
I wouldn't in Nigeria because in Nigeria, Nigerians already ingrained in them somewhere is this white savior complex. Like we already think that white people are superior to us, and a lot of white people that go back there, like non-blacks that go back there, heavily take advantage of that. So I can't imagine having a white person in power, even though they would win. They would win so clear, but I can't imagine them having them in power because boy, would actually get shipped out again in ships.
Is that an issue?
It'd be the worst thing.
Is that an issue though that they would win so clear, or that you think they would?
I think it's an issue that they would win so clearly.
Yeah, I think
because again, it's back to that whole savior complex that we automatically think white is better. White is right.
Are they white Nigerians?
I'm sure they are.
Yeah.
No, but I'm like, is there like a
community?
community of them? Like, is there somewhere?
I don't believe.
I don't think
so.
I think like maybe it's the thing where maybe I don't know you're Portuguese and your family live or Brazilian or something and you live there, and then you're white but you're raised as a Nigerian. I don't know if you can have a white Nigerian.
I've seen
Of course you can.
white Nigerian. They're not white Nigerians, but I've seen white people in Nigeria who
Yeah.
live there. I don't know whether or not they were born and raised in Nigeria or they just came over at a certain age or came over at a certain time.
But how can you have a white Nigerian?
So he's a Nigerian race.
No.
So-
Just saying take.
I don't know something.
So what are you saying, sorry?
So,
No, my point was finished.
Oh, so if they
drag me to this.
if they're born there,
Yeah.
and then but they're not. If they're white and they're born there and they're raised there, they're not Nigerian.
Is
No,
it?
if you're born and raised in a country, like for example, we're born and raised in Britain, but I would still say I'm Nigerian. So if
Oh, I
you're
thought
white-
you was English.
I'm English, but I'm from Nigeria. My heritage.
Are we
my-
English though?
my-
We're
Are you
British.
English?
My DNA.
I would say British.
My
I
DNA
would
I would say
Nigerian.
English.
I wouldn't even.
Sorry, English, British, tomatoes, bro.
It really is.
No?
But okay.
I would
No.
so.
No, because
Oh, do you guys
British,
British and English?
Britain's the empire. You was born in England. You're English.
Okay, English then. Okay, this is
If that's how you see it.
It's just semantics to me.
What do you mean
That's how I
no?
see it.
No, that's not how I see it. But
Was
I
you-
don't have to see it.
Was
the
you
way
born in
see it.
England?
No, I wasn't.
So then you don't have to see
But
it.
I
innit?
wouldn't still call myself English.
Yeah, but I call myself
English.
British, not English.
I think that's a semantics with the wording. British, English.
I don't know why, but when I think
don't think
English, I
it's-
just think
No?
white.
Say again?
When I think English, I think white.
And when you think British, what do you think?
Anybody.
Anybody.
What does Britain consist of?
England, Ireland,
Wales.
Wales, Scotland, and then all the other ones that are still part of it.
And what does the UK consist of?
Well, the United Kingdom.
Yeah.
The United Kingdom's England, Ireland, Northern Ireland, Wales,
The
Scotland.
same thing?
Huh?
Same thing?
The United Kingdom's the little island that we live on. The British Empire is all the Commonwealth and all these things.
I said Britain, not the British Empire.
Well, Britain is the United Kingdom. It's the same thing then.
All right, so same thing. United Kingdom and Britain is the same thing.
Okay, cool. Go on.
United Kingdom and Britain.
No, I'm saying it's. I'm asking.
He's
I'm trying
asking.
to ascertain.
Yeah,
where,
no,
where you sit with this.
and I'll give you the answer. So
Because
develop
I
it.
know that Irish and Scottish people who live in, as you say, Britain,
Yeah, in the
they
United
don't
Kingdom.
call themselves British.
Don't they?
Oh, yeah.
No,
so
they call
Scottish.
themselves Irish and Scottish.
So why do you call this? Why do you think white man should be British then? So what's Britain then?
In my head, it's the opposite of what you're saying.
What do you mean?
I'll do some Googles before I continue this conversation.
Okay.
I thought Britain was like the umbrella company
No, I thought
that,
the UK
that
was.
governs it all. You know what I mean?
I thought that was England.
What, Great Britain? It's the United Kingdom. It's Great Britain, isn't it? It's the British Empire.
I thought it was
you might be onto something. I just need to.
Yeah, let's
Validate
check.
So
Okay,
Scotland
cool.
is not in England.
No.
No, England
Scotland is in the United Kingdom.
England is its own country. Sorry, not England, Scotland, Wales,
Okay.
Ireland.
Oh, yeah,
Form-
yeah.
United Kingdom.
So whenever I hear English, I hear natives of England. Do you understand? And they
Yeah.
weren't black at all. So when
That's-
I hear English, I'm hearing white living in the UK or white living in Britain.
But you know what? That's how I think of Nigeria, though. Like, natives of Nigeria were not white. That's why I'm like, I don't know if you can be. Actually, no, because it's nationality, innit? You can be white.
Yeah, but
you can be
that's what
Nigerian.
I'm saying.
Sorry.
What if white people from the UK went to live in Nigeria,
Yeah.
had a child in Nigeria, that child was born and raised in Nigeria? Can that person say I'm Nigerian?
Yeah,
Yeah.
because I'm thinking about, nationality-wise, yeah.
that's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. So
That's what I'm
there
thinking,
can be white Nigerians. You're not white by, so you're not Nigerian by your heritage and by your
Yeah.
DNA, but from where you were born, where you were raised,
Mm.
nationally, you're Nigerian.
Yeah.
We
I'm
should
gonna do
gatekeep that,
a couple
though.
Googles and I'll come back. I'll spin back wrong on this because it's very interesting in particular thing because I've never seen English as something that a black person who came here or even who was born here should basically attach to because I've just
Yeah.
intrinsically seen it as white.
I've always seen that the same.
But British, I've seen, you can basically swing that. But I'll check.
Well, my logic of it is just like what he said. If it was the reverse, you're born, even though it's England and your passport says United Kingdom because it's rare, it's England you're in. So that you're English. If that's what you wanna.
So you're saying if you were born in Ireland, if you were born in Scotland, you'll be Irish and you'll be Scottish.
Yeah.
But would you also be English?
Pardon?
Would you also be English?
No, not if I
'cause
was born
you're
in Scotland.
England.
Oh, yeah, because
No,
England's
I
still
But
a
think
you'd
country,
also
yeah.
be British.
Yeah.
Scottish British.
Oh, yeah, British.
Yeah,
That's it.
I'll be British, but I wouldn't be English. If I was born in Scotland, I could be British, but I wouldn't be English. I'm Scottish. That's
Sounds like a parable.
That's the way it works. And I think it's confusing because I think they're all idiots. Not idiots like that, but I just think it's the same thing.
Mm.
You whatever beef you got into all them years ago, messed up you mind. I don't understand how you try to differentiate between England, Ireland, Scotland, and Wales. It's just the accents.
Yeah.
Like these are all the same. It's the same thing.
I think
But-
that's why they're fighting for the independence, no? They're fighting to be removed from the British Isles, I guess.
Yeah, I guess so. But it's just because England were so horrible and just so
Yeah.
so bad to them. Really, that's the only problem. But they're all the same. There's no real difference.
But I swear, Northern Ireland, they've got their own. They're separate, right?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
They still have an agreement with the European Union, so no.
But yeah, I just think.
Interesting.
Yeah, I just think you can be if she was born there and that's what you wanted to say, then you would be Nigerian.
Where were you born?
I was born here.
Oh, you're English.
I'm British. My government papers.
What's he
So
doing?
you just
What's he
fought
doing?
the fight for the
What's he
English.
doing? What's he
And you're
doing?
not going to say you're English.
No,
What's
I'm
he
not
doing?
English.
I'm trying to understand.
he doing?
I'm Jamaican.
Your argument in terms of claiming to be
You're
British
so
or English.
annoying.
You know what I'm trying to say?
No, I can make an argument and make a point for something.
Yeah, but you are standing so hard in it, yeah? That I thought when he asked you, you're going to be like, I'm English.
No, I'm not English.
But what's
Hell
your-
no.
What's your
No,
argument
wait, fuck
about
this place. I hate this place. I am not English.
him
Sorry.
saying he's British or English? What are you distinguishing the differences?
The same way he's moved from
Being English.
being English is
Yeah.
what point I'm making.
Yeah.
Okay.
When you say English, there's things attached to that
Yeah.
he doesn't want to sit with.
Oh,
He doesn't
okay,
want
okay.
to done.
I don't think it's the
Yes,
things that it's attached to it. I just feel like I'm only here because the decisions that people from my past made, like my nan and that. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, I am not supposed to be here. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, I'm not supposed to be here.
So you're saying you're not English because you're black?
Yeah, I'm not from here. Like, I'm not here. I'm not supposed to be here.
Mm.
I'm not supposed to be here. I understand that. Like, decisions in the past made me be here today, cool. But if things went how they were supposed to be,
Mm.
I'm not supposed to be here. I don't connect with this country like that. Like to say, I feel like
so you're
I'm
African
from here.
then.
Yeah, then.
They don't
Yes.
say Jamaican.
Okay, fine. I'm African then. There
What
you go.
country? Have you ever done that African heritage thing where you see where you're from?
My mum done one.
I think you should do it.
It's a lot of.
I'm interested to know where you're from.
There's a lot of Middle East in there. I'll tell you that.
Don't
much.
say.
It's not good. It's not.
You look a bit Algerian,
It's
bro.
not. It's not. It's not a good look.
I was gonna say you
There's a lot of
you favour
Middle East
Nigerian.
South Asia in there. Kuwait and Iran and these things.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's not a good look.
Okay, I don't.
Alright,
With
so
your street cred.
why I asked the question about Nigeria is because predominantly black people in Nigeria,
Yeah.
you having a white prime minister is flipping awkward,
Mm.
distasteful, this that, and the next. Why would we be feeling a certain way if this country only had white prime ministers?
Because you know what it is? Nigeria doesn't claim to be a nation for all people. Doesn't claim to be a diverse nation. Doesn't claim to be a nation where come one, come all, we accept everybody. This country does that. Even though they obviously have their moments.
through grit
But
teeth. But aren't you supposed to have somebody that represents the majority of the people's desires?
That's true.
and that's the point.
Would you rather have a black person who you feel is a puppet and will do black people in general a disservice whilst governing,
A disservice.
whilst governing, or like just keep things as they are?
I'll be honest with you.
Just keep it as they are.
I
Keep it as they are. I feel safer with a white.
What's the point of
Prime
having
Minister.
a black person who's just there for the optics? There's no
Yeah.
point.
The representation, all that.
You're
it looks-
embarrassing.
It looks good, and there's certain people that it's gonna appease and all that. But I'm not like screaming out for that. Like, I don't need that.
I'm not dying for
You
it.
know what I'm saying? Like, I don't need
Yeah.
a black prime minister
There's no point.
or anything like this. So,
Yeah.
If you ain't gonna be for us, then what's the point of you being there?
Yeah.
Just
Mm.
might as well make it a white man.
It's kind of like Americans with the with Obama and stuff. Like they were so happy to have Obama in there. By the time he was done with his term, a lot of them just thought like,
Again, you were just another puppet,
yeah.
figurehead.
Was he really though?
Was he what? A
Obama.
puppet?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Was he
I
as
don't-
bad as you're suggesting that he was? I mean, he
Obama-
was absolutely criminal when it came to the amount of bombs he dropped whilst in power. But
I personally think it was that bad. Because I studied American politics at the time.
yeah.
But I do think that people romanticize the idea of having a black president. It was like he's gonna go there and black people are gonna live life the best way.
Mm.
But that's not how
But-
politics works. So when it didn't happen, the way they romanticized it to happen, they were like, "Oh, you're the worst thing that ever happened. Bring back Bush."
his hands were tied though.
Of course they were, yeah. But
His hands were tied. They were shooting him
real-
down
that's-
every second of the day. There's nothing that he wanted to get pushed through.
Yeah, that did.
Like they was on his neck.
But that's understanding politics and understand that this man, because I see politics as whoever's in charge, whoever's in the front here, so prime minister or president, whatever. For me, you're the face of it. You're the face of the government.
Mm.
But I don't think that you make decisions that help move the country. They can dress up as if you do, but there are powers that be that you have to get permission from. So with Obama, not a lot of people understood that. So they were like, "Oh, he's going there. Black people, we're not gonna get killed anymore. There's not gonna be any injustices against us. He's gonna sort out the police. He's gonna do this, do that." But he can't because he hasn't got the power to.
Mm.
So unfortunately, a lot of them said his presidency was nonsense or was a failure. But in reality, the man wasn't able to do much. He was basically.
Is that a scary thought? Do you think like that? That all
He had two
heads?
terms with them.
Do you think?
Yeah.
Do you believe that all heads of government,
They don't have complete control.
answer to?
Yeah, I don't believe that there are secret cabals that control any president that come through. They know more secrets and wield more power than the people who are going to be temporary governors.
Mm.
They're just temporary. Some even get killed because they are pushing agendas that the cabal don't want.
Mm.
Yeah.
So 100%.
So there's a guy at the top.
But that's in America. I know there are some countries where nah, what I say goes. Because dictatorship is still dictatorship.
Yeah.
Look at flipping Russia.
Yeah.
Putin's controlling everything.
Look at Nigeria.
Oh yeah, that's it. So
Mad.
Putin don't answer to no one. you're saying?
No,
There's no.
Putin is.
There's no.
no, because remember,
People answer to Putin.
Putin used to be the person behind the president.
Okay, yeah,
Do you
yeah,
understand? So he's like, I know, see how things work. So when I get in power, I know who to dead off and I know who to surround myself with. Oligarchs and whatnot.
Mm.
All right. And once it is that he's surrounding himself with all of the financiers and this, that, and next, then he's controlling everything. He's the puppeteer. He's the puppet master.
That's lit.
Yeah. Yeah. Depending on the country that in which he's in, I think that the ruling governing body isn't necessarily the person that people have voted in to
Mm.
govern them.
It's a damn shame.
Yeah.
That's lit.
But then again, when the people realize that they are the true deciders of, well, they need to unify first,
Mm.
then everything's going to be the same.
I feel like it's more fun than being the person behind. I'd rather be the person behind than be the prime minister.
Mm.
I'd be the person that the prime minister has to come to get
Yeah, because
to ask for stuff.
you won't get all the daggers.
Yeah, exactly.
I hear that.
Can you live life behind somebody else? Don't say why. Because I say the gender. There's no point. Because I could see you like, where are you going with this?
That's the question.
If you knew that you could basically be unseen and wield the most power, can you live satisfied, Margs? Do you need for people to know that you are the bad man?
No. I don't need people to know, no.
So you said you love notoriety. You love people seeing that you are the best of the best.
Yeah, I enjoy it.
But it's not something that's like necessary, essential for you.
Nah, if people like I don't like praise myself for like that I'm not screaming anything. If anything that people say is because they said it about me, you're trying to say that. So that's a choice that they made. It's not something I enjoy it, but I'm not clamoring for it. You know what I'm trying to say?
So you need the people who matter to actually know that you're the guy who calls all the shots. Everybody else, you don't care for them to know about it. Just as long as it is that you can do what it is that you want with. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. And both of you, do you thirst or hunger for?
I don't thirst or hunger to be the face of anything. I like the idea of being the one that makes shit happen behind the stage, and you get the glory for it.
Yeah.
But I know this is all together.
It just matters that you know, nobody else.
As long as I know, that's fine. But you will know that. People will know. Because if I step away from you, you're done out. You're finished. Without me, you're nothing. But I get satisfaction from being able to put things together and watching it do amazing.
Okay.
I'm trying to think. Do I want someone else to take the credit for
This
what
is the
I've done?
question. This is the question.
Not really, you know. I don't want someone else to take credit for what I've done. So I'd rather people know that it was me. If I'm honest with you. Yeah. Depends what field. If it's politics, and it's a bit techie because obviously it's a bit different. But yeah, I think I would sway more towards people knowing that I'm the one behind it than me just being anonymous and this one person taking credit for all my ideas.
I don't mind, man. And it's weird because like people like I'm on some self-preservation thing as well. Do you know what I'm trying to say? That so I'm like a leader, not a follower, yeah. And I like working in a group of people and stuff like that, yeah. But I've got no problem letting someone else be the leader, if that makes sense. I'm happy being like a valued member, you know, like a general, like a. Do you know what I'm trying to say?
I feel like this
like
depends on the
like an influential, but not being the thing because then the target is not on me.
I knew it was gonna come back to how it was gonna serve you personally in the end. I was waiting for it to land.
So you can take instructions. You follow somebody's lead. So you're a follower. You could fall in place.
I said,
Fall in line, sorry.
Yeah, but it's like my input has to be considered and valued, like, but if I give up that, like you, yeah, I could follow you. You can lead me because I respect you and I understand that the things that you're going to be doing are going to be leading me to the right
That's
place.
because you think that what I'm suggesting is what you'd flip and suggest also.
Then there you go.
yeah,
Then.
but do you clock when you said yeah? He basically is saying like
I will get the bullet. And
will-
he'll be like,
then God, that could have been me.
Yeah, it's much easier to follow when you respect and value the person that you're following.
But with Mugs, I think he's saying like I will follow you, but if your idea is different to what I'm saying, then we'll go with my idea. So I'm happy to follow you as long as the same thing I'm thinking. If it's different, then we go with mine.
This is it.
But you still be the face of it because you can be the target.
Yeah.
Yeah, you could be the leader, but you just got to do what I want to do.
I hear that.
All right, let me just spin it to your industry for a second. Would you be a ghostwriter for another rapper, give him your best work, and people think that this is his, not knowing that Marks is the ghostwriter? So would you want credit on the album liners or like anonymous?
Ooh.
You know what I mean?
Okay, that's different. I feel like that's different. This is feeling different. Because like now, no, I wouldn't want to do that.
As in you wouldn't want to be a ghostwriter?
No.
You want... Okay.
Because if I want these hits.
Yeah.
You get what I'm trying to say? Like,
Yeah, but I would be a ghost. So if you're a ghostwriter, you get paid from obviously.
You get paid, yeah.
Do I get credits on the album and stuff?
It depends on the agreement. Some artists, they don't mind, like, if you're a ghostwriter, then no credits because you're a ghostwriter. Like, this artist is pretending they've done it themselves.
remember though,
if you're just a writer, then you get credits.
that's too different for me. I've lived and had a career in the music industry. So if I'm gonna do that like now, if I'm writing songs that are slapping off,
Yeah.
and I'm giving it to someone, no way, that's kidding. I want to do this. This is what I want to do.
Yeah.
But sometimes you can't deliver it like how the person can deliver it.
Yeah,
And
but
that's why you know what? And that's why,
And you don't get credit if it is at the person's pretending to be this person who's writing this, but you
Yeah.
get royalties and
Yeah,
sometimes you get
yeah,
more money
yeah.
than the flipping buyer who's actually delivering.
Yeah, but when you win a Grammy, do I get
No.
my own Grammy?
you will get a little nod.
Yeah, you get thank you. 'Cause
Sorry, but
if you
I need to
agree,
be the
if you
shelf.
agree to be anonymous, then you're anonymous.
Mm.
You know what I'm trying to say?
But what if I'm a ghostwriter and I have my own terms where I do get an award, I do get the credits, I do get the money?
Then
I just won't tell anybody.
That artist probably won't hire you then.
You don't have to tell them when I wrote it. Just put my name in there.
Yeah, but then I can find out. People can find out if your name's there. If people read the credits and they say, oh.
No, it just be like, oh, why is she in there?
Yeah, because she contributed. Yeah,
I contributed, but you don't know that I wrote
So
it.
it's a bit different for rappers than it is for singers.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. R&B is different.
Yeah.
I'm talking
Okay.
about rap.
So rap, you have to be quiet and
Do you know
you
how
just
many
get your money
people-
and that's it.
Do you know how many of them songwriters, like some of the biggest songwriters in the world? Some of the biggest songs in the world come from like the same like 5 people.
Yeah,
so,
yeah,
something like that.
yeah.
You gotta understand it. It's
Yeah.
all the same 5 people that
Yeah,
write the
yeah.
biggest shit in the
Mm.
world. Yeah, but no, know these people. And I'm talking about some of your favorite like songs that are ingrained in your
Yeah.
legendary shit. We don't know these people.
There
And-
are a few ghostwriters who break the mold and they get notoriety and they have a name for themselves and they kind of gain their own fame. But for the most
Do you
part,
know
most
what,
writers
though?
are anonymous people, really.
Can I, the idea of like the world not knowing that I did that, yeah? But in the industry, people will know that I'm a ghostwriter, right?
Yeah.
yeah, in
And
the
I know that I
industry,
made
be
the
well
hits.
respected. Yeah,
Remember,
Do you know what? I'll be a
remember,
ghostwriter.
everyone in the industry knows all the secrets. It's like when Omarion and Mario had the verses and Mario was like, this wasn't you who sang the song, this was
Oof.
Stevie.
Oof.
Because Mario knew
Yeah.
what was really happening on the inside. No, little Stevie sang this, not you, Omarion.
Okay, do you know what though?
You know what I mean?
That's calm. I would be a ghostwriter. Because again, it comes back to me like, I have given you something that's great. You gone out and performed that, but people know who the genius is behind that.
yeah. If you know, you know. So, but like, you could be out
Yeah.
somewhere. I could be there and introduce you, and you
Yeah.
go tap. Who's it? Oh, she wrote "I Will Always Love You."
Yeah.
This, that.
I could deal with
That's a
that.
serious
Yeah,
because
person.
you
You know
could
what I'm trying to
be
say?
a
And
ghostwriter.
If
they're
you
like,
look
oh,
at-
okay.
Yeah, like you look at, who is it?
That's a bit of me.
Kerry Hilson,
Yeah.
Neo, like
Neo,
ev-
yeah.
Yeah, Neo's a
everyone knows
serious
that
man.
He wrote
Very
Irreplaceable.
serious.
Neo's a
Like,
serious
he wrote Let Me
man.
Love You because he made it a point to let everyone know I wrote this.
Yeah,
And
but
he
I feel
wrote,
like,
he wrote to the left.
Yeah, and because
Yeah.
R&B writing is more acceptable. In hip hop, most writers are
Quiet.
Yeah, obviously you had the whole Drake and Quentin Miller stuff.
yeah.
Drake didn't want that to come out
Of course it didn't.
because obviously you lose credibility in hip hop if you have writers.
Well, some people do. I heard Kanye's got the whole writing team.
Yeah,
I heard Kanye could walk into a room and have the whole team writing, like penning, going crazy. Walk into a room, like, yeah, what you got here? Is this?
Nope.
Whack. Go to the next one. What's this?
yeah.
No, they'll go until they find. Oh, this is my shit. This is
Yeah.
hot. You get me?
I wonder who came up with Lift Off Yourself. They must
You
be
see Drake, yeah?
irritated.
Drake has got. I'm saying that there's no way. Obviously, we've known anyway because of Quentin Miller and stuff like that. But
Yeah.
it's still from even before that. I'm listening. I'm saying there is no way God put all this in one person.
One man.
Like you can't. How can you keep doing this?
I need to talk to you guys because this Quentin Miller crap, right?
Mm.
Tell me something. You're flipping artists. You've been through the process, right?
Mm.
Now, Drake did what he did before Quentin Miller came around, right?
Mm.
So he's capable.
Yeah,
You know
Yeah.
what he's capable of, right?
Yeah.
And even after Quentin Miller, he's still, all right, cool, let me run this through, right?
Yeah, but you probably still got more ghostwriters and reference tracks and stuff like that.
And this is the problem with one coming out because you seem to think now, well, who else is there,
Mm.
right?
Yeah, but you will do, and even in the industry, and like people sing songs around like reference songs, even if it's not verses, like hook stuff like that. That's common practice. Like that's common practice. So
I think
he can't be. He is capable. He is capable, and I don't know if I feel like I hate even saying it so strongly, yeah. But he can't do
Explain what
all
he
of that.
can't because I'm guessing
Every
all you're
time,
talking about
how
is
much-
quantity, right?
quality. Like, how can
No,
he do that?
You can't speak.
How can he
Let
do
me
that?
Lower my
He's
voice
got
before you
all
think
the
I'm
best
arguing with you in that
songs.
sense.
No, he's got all the best songs in the. How?
His greatest songs, right?
Yeah.
Not the flipping clubby ones or the stupid funk. Not the crap that you like. What have you done that for?
Mm.
Do you think he had ghostwriters for those?
I think all Drake's songs are collaborative effort.
When you say all of them, some of the ones where he's titled 9 a.m. or 9 p.m. or whatever, you think he had help
Yeah, I
writing
think.
those?
Yeah,
When
I
you
think.
say help,
I don't
with
think
what?
that's bad. I don't mean.
Writing?
I don't necessarily think that's necessarily bad either in the practice
We'll
of
get
it.
to that. We'll get to that. Those really, really intimate,
Mm.
ones that connect, the soulful ones,
Yeah.
where it's just him and 40. Just
Yeah.
him and 40.
Yeah.
Do you think he had somebody hand him bars for that?
I think it's possible.
Wow.
I think
Even the ones where he directly spoke to people that he was beefing, he got handed bars?
not necessarily, and he's probably the main contributor to those songs, but he can still get help with those type of songs.
When you say help, in what sense?
As in a word here and there, a line here and there, filling a gap here and there. I'm stuck here. What do you think I should? What do you think I should end this line with? It don't have to be the whole verse.
I don't think that this is what happens.
But that is what happens in the music studio. We do that all the time.
I understand when a single is made, right? And it's not opposite from what is you normally produce. But it's kind of leaning a different way to what it is you produce, right? Maybe you've done a collaborative effort with somebody else, maybe some flipping Spanish singer, whatever, right? And you've come into the particular mix and there is already a hook there. There's already a hook. Not the bars, it's a hook.
Yeah.
And I'm talking about the singing stuff.
Yeah.
I could understand the collaboration because I can understand Nas saying, yeah, that singing stuff, give it to me. I could understand Jay-Z saying that singing stuff, give it to me.
Yeah.
But the bars?
Yeah, not the bars. But no, not like full verses, but you get help. If you're in the studio, so, like, of course you get help. Everybody gets help with their bars and shit.
You see, it's very, and I need to stress this. It's not an indictment on you to say I understand why you would say this.
Yeah.
It's not an indictment on you. You're the coolest guy ever. But in my head, did you take anybody's lyrics to spit?
What, when I was rapping?
Yes.
Took 2 bars here and there.
From who?
T-Mac, Hypo, Cheds, all of them, everyone. Some of these songs, some of my brethren's songs, some of their best lines that streets go crazy for are mine. We do this. It's a collaborative effort when we're writing. Like, you know what I'm trying to say? That I've heard a man say something, could be like, nope. If you say that and drop it, that is cold.
Or maybe
say this.
It like this.
Yeah,
maybe
say
take
it like
that
this.
word out, change this word.
Don't do that. Boom, 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 and I'll say it, and that's it. That's it. Take that.
I don't see the do this way as ghostwriting. I don't see it as that.
No, I never said even that. I never said
Maybe
ghostwriting like that. I did bring up, but when I was saying, I said I believe that all Drake's songs are collaborative effort.
Yeah.
I'm not necessarily saying someone's ghostwriting the things for him, but I'm saying like that is. It's a collaborative. There's too much
to distinguish the difference because if you now look to meld it in, we're all in the same room, vibing, and I've done something or said something. And
I don't class that.
That's sick. But if you did this,
I don't class that as ghostwriting.
That's not ghostwriting.
I don't class that as ghostwriting.
So that's collaborative, right?
Yeah,
and that's what I want. I want to
okay,
understand the difference because I understand that, right? You get inspiration from everywhere.
Ideas, concepts. That's fine.
That's fine.
Yeah.
But here's a whole flipping 16. Spit it.
Yeah, I'm not saying he's doing that all the time, but even the whole like, there's nothing wrong with the collaborative effort. The whole point I was just making is, and I feel like a hater because why I'm saying is because I can't understand it. Yeah, I can't see Drake sitting in his bedroom by himself and just being able to do all of that. You get what I'm trying to say?
What?
Everything he's ever done.
I think it's.
Do you get what I mean? It's too much.
Quality
is so cold.
Being on such a high level.
How about
just sitting in his room on his ones and God just filled him with spirit and he just done all of that.
How can his head?
How?
All this,
how?
Let's go somewhere else.
Yeah.
Who else do you rate as industrious and
Jay? Right?
I rate Jay. Yeah, Jay-Z's cold.
Has he ever received anything from anybody in the manner in which is you're accusing Drake of?
I reckon he would have, but I feel like what Jay-Z does, I feel like he's capable of doing 95% of it or 98% of it in his room by himself. It's different. It's different because Jay-Z's just barring. Like Drake, it's like the music that like what it's different. It's popular music. He's making pop music. He's catering for everyone.
And this is why I said I understand the whole fusion with the whole Spanish stuff and the whole dance stuff. I understand the fusion because you didn't even know about this space until you decided, oh, that might fly because I've done it. Right? Yeah. So tell me more about this particular music. Share stuff with me. Share melodies and this, that, and next. In the whole grand scheme of things, I just have to attach the words with the melodies. I've flipping got the words. just give me the melodies.
Mm.
I can understand that because once you become a star and you're not just an artist, you're not an artist. Forget about that. You stop being that linear version of what you began as. Do you understand?
Yeah.
Like Prince, Michael Jackson, you've transcended all of that. Don't attach any formulaic principles to me anymore.
Mm.
I've gone clear. I can understand that, and I can understand your argument where you say, once you've reached that particular plateau, I'm just churning crap out, right?
Yeah.
But when it comes to the bars and ghostwriting, when it comes to the thing that he feels is the most authentic, and we rate as the most authentic, because that hurt him when it is that people started saying it. What else have you had people writing for you?
Mm.
That hurt him. And I don't think it hurt him because he got rumbled. I think it hurt him because, are you dumb? 98% of my crap is me.
It's me, yeah.
Mm.
Imagine someone thought that as like I'm saying, in them circumstances, you can take stuff from people, you can take things from people, bars, 4 bars, even an 8 bar if you was feeling that way, whatever. Choruses and stuff get done all the time. But if to take someone's whole 16 of a verse,
That's not your song.
it's
not
mad.
your
It's
song.
mad. You get me?
But the thing is, I understand how it could happen though. Let's just say you got an album, 16 songs in that album. Let's just say 14 songs, you wrote all of them.
Mm.
You needed 2 more songs, you were stuck, writer's block, and someone gave you 2 songs.
Nah, you take the verses off. If the songs are that cold, you
Yeah.
take the verses off.
Well,
Keep the hook.
And what I mean is, because this person's giving you 14 out of the 16, is it that detrimental that he's only got 2 from someone else?
No,
It's a question.
He took verses.
He's saying
If he's
going
writing,
against the greatest, he's going against the Kendrick, the J. Cole.
Yeah.
You can't come and tell me you've taken
Yeah,
the flipping
and that's why
song
Drake's
from
been
somebody
taken
else.
off for me, he's been taken off the top.
I
MCs.
can't do that. And
I
this is
can't
why
take.
I'm
I can't
arguing.
take
but-
Drake.
why I'm arguing it.
No, but,
I ain't took Drake off the top.
yeah, but you've just said that though. You just said that he's off the top because he's
I
taken.
didn't say he's off the top.
But-
I'm questioning why you guys are saying that he's collecting ghostwriting things from people.
Because Quentin Miller released this is what I think, right? I think Drake writes the majority of his stuff, but he does get help. Do I believe Drake has received whole songs from people before? Yeah. Quentin Miller released the whole reference track. If you're writing 90% of your stuff and you get a little bit of help here and there, I think it's cool. Remember, this guy's had a long career. He's turning out music non-stop.
Mm.
You're gonna be stuck here and there. Like getting a little bit of help here and there is not that bad. But if it's 50%, if it's 60%,
Let me see the
I don't
mindset,
even like
yeah?
how you're framing it. I don't like how you're framing it as help.
Let me see.
I don't think the nigga needs help.
So, but
I think he's
then
cold.
okay, if he doesn't,
Give it. Mama, he was credited on the flipping mixtape.
so
Yeah.
you're saying
Quentin was
he
credited.
don't need help. He's hearing something and thinking, I want that.
This is wavy. This is wavy. Let me roll it out. I wouldn't say help. I don't think he needs help.
Okay, I get what you're saying.
Okay, okay.
He's saying that, right, this is cold. I want to... Okay, but what I'm saying is, yeah, because like, people like Rihanna, Beyonce, there's people who
Yeah.
write songs for people
Yeah.
and take them and they do dope with them. You get me? Like, so with singers, it's done all the time. Rihanna, all the songs, I don't know if Rihanna even writes anything herself, whatever, but people...
No, understood.
I've got a dope song for Rihanna. Give it to her. It's a hit. Boom, boom. So if someone can come to you as a rapper, because even me, I'm thinking about if someone can come to you and say, I've got a song for you, yeah, and the song's cold, yeah, and then I play the song, I hear the song, and then I do the song. I'm saying, but when I actually do it, they wrote it for me. When I actually do it, when I deliver it, yeah, even though it's not my words, yeah,
Yeah.
when I deliver it, this is the coldest thing
Yeah.
ever. And then, what do you do then?
So are you basically saying ghostwriting is fine?
What do you do,
Wait, are you-
sir,
are you-
Mr. Lyricist, Mr. Everything is from my pen? What would you do?
It's like I'm at festivals.
So what is it? Wait,
That
so what
festival
is it?
performed
Is
the
it,
songs, mate.
is it for you? Ghostwriting is fine as long as you don't
exactly
need
where
help.
I'm at.
No, I don't think ghostwriting is fine for anybody who is claiming that they've written everything.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And I don't think he has come out to say that he's written everything.
Yeah.
I think his argument was that I am disgusted that you guys are now questioning everything else.
I know, but
because
that's
of this
how
thing.
it's going to unfold. Innit?
Did it come out
Unfortunately.
which songs it was that the guy wrote for him?
I think it was a lot of songs off. If you're reading this, it's too late.
Oh, okay, well, we shouldn't have done that
Yeah.
anyway, so.
And it was a like a mixtape, right? It was like a here you go.
Well, it wasn't presenting. It was presenting like a mixtape, but that wasn't mixtape music to me.
Yeah, but
I think
I
it was
was-
just like people like it was like breaking kayfabe or whatever. If you watch wrestling, you know what I'm talking about. But it's like people not being aware that that was a common practice. You know what I'm trying to say? So you
Okay.
see when people heard the reference songs, yeah, the reference
Mm.
tracks, yeah,
Mm.
it was like, oh my God, he's
Yeah.
copied
Like,
it.
he
It's,
stole it.
it's-
Yeah,
this is
kind of
word for word. And like everyone's
Yeah.
going crazy.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Was it any of the bars or was it just the hooks?
It was the bars as well.
That was the bars.
All of the bars?
It was some
I don't know
bars.
if it was all of the bars.
I don't know if it was every single bar, but I heard the leaks of the reference tracks, and there was some bars. It was some of the bars.
But not all of them. I'm in my head, it was the hooks that were the main thing.
I can't think now, man.
Nah,
We're going
because
back a bit.
I don't think because no one will give you stick for just taking hooks. Hooks or whatever.
No, you have to. I don't know about that. I don't know about that. I
No.
I
definitely
feel like because it's
know.
Drake.
For me, I want to knock anyone for
You know what? I want to go out on a limb here. There was definitely some verses.
I think there was verses.
Definitely
Verses?
some verses.
Whilst you guys continue talking, I'm gonna
Alright,
check. Yeah, because I really don't like, because I remember having this flipping debate with Emmanuel. Emmanuel's a guy who don't give me anything because I can't claim it. I have to be removed from a writer, a lyricist, if it is I'm not giving you stuff. So whenever it is I wrote stuff, it's only talk to me about the hooks.
Mm.
He doesn't like singing. Only talk to me about the hooks.
Mm.
Don't give me anything for the
verse.
verses. But what I will do, I will spit it to you, and you let me know if I should tweak anything. And if I need to tweak anything, let me know where I need to tweak it and what vibe I need to come with, and I will do the rest.
And this
But
is what-
don't give me lines.
This is what E-Man does.
Yeah.
Okay.
Don't give me lines, because once it is you start taking bars, you know, I have no job anymore.
Mm.
As in the sense of when I come and I'm standing next to the greats, I have to be questioned, and it's just one. You pollute the water with just one
that's
thing.
not true.
I know E-Man
I
does
am
said
saying what
conversations
Iman.
happen.
Oh, yeah, I know.
This is his lived experience.
Huh?
This is what he identifies as.
Oh no, I'm just saying he's wrong.
He's wrong for feeling the way he feels
Yeah,
because you've been polluted.
not because I've been polluted. No, because
You're cheeky for that. First
No,
of
I
all.
need to get, because this is my thing.
If they're polluted,
I could understand Nas coming to tell me nobody's ever given me a verse to write. I can hear him say
nobody's
people
ever
have
given me a verse.
People have given me choruses. I can hear that. I can
I
understand
think
Jay
chor-
saying
I think-
nobody's
I
giving
think-
me
I
any
think
verse
choruses
to
is
write.
fine. I won't knock any rapper for getting choruses.
But
from anyone.
this is what I'm saying to you, and you're
Hooks
saying
is
he's
whatever
wrong.
to me.
This is what Iman is saying. Don't give me anything for my verses.
No, he said what a word or something. Like it's ridiculous. If I can,
He's being
if
too
I
He's
could,
on the defensive. Can you say?
pedantic.
I'm not defensive. I'm saying I know E-Man, innit, yeah? And if he's writing bars, yeah, and I know what I'm capable of, I know I'm talented as well, yeah? If you're writing something and it's cold, yeah, if I can help you, yeah, take it to the next level, yeah, why would you not want me to do that?
In what way would you help? If I'm giving you an 8,
Not an 8.
if I present an 8 to Iman, Iman does this. Thanks, I'll take it into consideration.
An
Look
8?
at it. If he likes it, yeah, I have to change that.
Yeah.
That.
You can't-
And when he presents it to me,
This could be
it's
different.
even cooler than what I give it to him because
Yeah,
he's
but
now made it his.
That's fine. But when I was talking about that, I'm talking about like a word or a line.
A word
I can't take an
I don't
8.
see that as ghostwriting.
Not
That's
not
not
an 8.
ghostwriting.
A man-
That's a suggestion.
Oh, he's
That's
right.
not
No,
ghostwriting.
man,
because the
not
man
an
takes
8. I wasn't
suggestions.
talking about. If,
Yeah, he does.
E-Man's right. Then you can't give me an 8. But I don't. Why would I take an 8 of something? 8. That's a whole.
That's half a verse.
Yeah, I can't take an 8 of someone. That's ridiculous. That's not mine. Then
Marks, sorry for like diverting this conversation, but I really got to my bag when that whole Pusha T and thing was going on,
Yeah.
because they were trying to just rub out every single aspect of his greatness because of this particular thing.
Who push it or the
Pusha was.
The conversation that was happening in the wrong scenes, because people like, yeah, look, Brent, Drake is good. I'm not saying that, but he just can't be up there anymore. He can't be up there anymore.
You can. He's one of the best rappers to ever live.
But he's got ghostwriters.
Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. And it's like what you're saying. Some of them verses that I've heard from Drake. No one couldn't have wrote that for him.
This is
That
what I
man
said.
must have been a
This
psychopath.
is what I
You
said.
know what I'm
This is what
saying?
I'm saying.
That man must
This
have been
is
a
what
psychopath.
I'm
How could he
saying.
have wrote some of the stuff I've heard Drake say? How
Man.
the hell can somebody else
Yeah,
write
this is
it?
what I'm saying.
Because he probably wrote those ones. But I'm
You
saying
see, doubt creeps in. That's why I hate what happened. Because you're doubting everything now.
no. But what I'm saying is
100%
Drake
of any of his
doesn't
songs.
present me as
I
a
can't
person
entertain that.
who is writing 100% of his stuff.
I can't entertain that.
buy
I'm
into
sorry,
it.
I can't entertain that.
I can't buy into it.
I can't entertain
I
that.
rate Drake highly, but do I believe he's written 100%? No.
And what that means to me is that you are seeing his capabilities and you are saying, I doubt everything that he's written.
No, not everything.
I remember
I think he's written the majority.
it's
but
like
he's
it's-
had help with others.
And this is why I'm so passionate about this, right? When you are something or tapped into a particular frequency,
Mm.
you are able to perceive greatness in another man.
Mm.
You can watch a man and say it's something about you.
I'm not saying
that
Drake ain't great.
transcends. No. But what I'm saying is that when I hear stuff like that,
Yeah.
you're also questioning me. Do you understand?
Mm.
Like me saying, I can easily see him reproducing 100% greatness 80 times in a row before he decides to take something else. And even after he takes one thing, I can see him reproducing 100% greatness 80 times after that.
That's fair.
I can see that, for example, people talk about Kanye.
Yeah.
I can see in Kanye, even if it is that he's walking in a room and he's composed the entire album with a whole set of people around, right? I can see him getting rid of all of them, coming next week and doing everything himself, and it's still being absolutely sick. Do you understand that?
Yeah.
I can see that. So if I can entertain where you're going, I would cease to be me. I can't entertain me. I can't have you tell me and me take on that 100% of Drake's songs for the entire time he's been making
Do
music.
you know how many songs Drake has? There are songs.
Do you understand? 100% is totality.
I know, exactly.
It's totality.
Exactly. So you think that Drake has written every single
That's
song?
not what I'm saying.
What are you
I
saying
am
then?
disputing you saying 100% he has not written.
Yeah.
So every single song he's had help. That's what he's saying.
No, man.
Yeah, because I
No,
think
he's saying-
he was the way he was framing it. I think he was mystic. 'Cause that's what he thought you were saying.
No, I'm not
He's
saying
he's not saying that because basically you're saying you think he's saying that he's never written a whole song. Yeah, like he's never written
Without
one
help.
song 100%. That's not what he's
that's
saying.
not what he's
So
saying.
what-
He
so
was
what's
saying he's saying in his whole category
Yeah.
he hasn't made 100% of it is not him.
No, but this is what you said is a fact because we've seen Quentin Miller.
Yeah, that's why I was so confused when
just
you was- I was
confused.
thinking-
Just confused,
I'm
wow.
not saying no. I'm not
The
saying
receipts
that.
say otherwise.
I'm not saying Drake. hasn't-
Understand, I'm going to pull up what you just said that
That's
you
fine.
didn't say, right?
No, but
Because
it's-
that's what I was going off the back of.
You're over passionate right now.
No, but
I don't think
it did
you're
come.
hearing what I'm
No,
saying.
it did come
It did
across
come
like
across
that.
like that.
It come across like you were saying that a
That's
little
fine.
bit like he's never wrote.
That's fine.
He's never wrote like he's never done 100% of a song.
That's cool. That's
No,
cool.
I thought he meant in his
That's cool.
catalogue,
That's
he
cool.
hasn't written 100% of
We
his
started
catalogue.
off as a
Listen,
That's why I was like,
listen,
why are you
listen,
saying when we have
listen.
receipts that he did get
I'm
help?
cool with you interpreting what I said. I'll amend it now. It's fine. We don't have to. I'm not
President
saying,
put up the receipts.
it's fine. I'm not saying that Drake hasn't written entire songs by himself. Yes, he has. I'm saying in Drake's entire catalog, just to say his entire catalog is 1,000 songs. Do I believe Drake has written those 1,000 songs by himself? No, he might have written 800 by himself, 900 by himself, and had help with 100. That's what I mean.
So, but why would that change? Why would that change any of his greatness?
I said Drake is still great. I feel like you can be great and still have help. I think you can be great
But you said you can't put him at the top. Why would that take him off the top?
because, okay, for one, let's just make it clear. Drake isn't one of my top rappers anyway.
Okay.
So that's
Oh, okay, so he was
so
never
you
really up
two
there.
are Drake stans. I'm not a Drake. I'm not a Drake stan. So Drake was never in my top tier. So
Okay,
it
okay.
is what it is,
For him
innit?
to be taken off anyway.
You know what I mean? But Drake is a great artist. You can be a great artist and have help here and there. You can be a great artist and have a song given to you. You're a great artist.
Mm.
It's fine. I'm going to ask you guys a question. If at this stage of his career, 20 years of longevity, if Jay-Z now got a song written for him, would you look at him differently at this stage of his career?
Mm-mm.
You wouldn't, right? Because he's still great. Drake to me is still great. You can write 80% of greatness and still get 20% help and still be great.
Yeah.
Like, you're a human being at the end of the day. I don't expect you to be able to churn out non-stop quality
Mm.
all by yourself. I don't expect that.
So I agree with what you're saying. But there's this upper echelon of rappers or MCs that hold true to the
Yeah, and them
you
niggas
be-
are...
if you have ghostwriters,
and,
you're not.
and them
legit.
niggas are aliens to me. And them niggas to me are above Drake. Like, for example, I believe that Jadakiss, for example, has written everything he's ever spat. I believe Nas has written everything he's ever spat. Jay-Z the same thing. Eminem the same thing. To me, these niggas are above Drake.
This is.
Way beyond.
I thank you for saying that.
Drake isn't
Thank you
on their
very
their
much.
level to me.
Thank you, and you just talking about the MC status.
Yeah, as an MC. As an artist, is Drake a better artist than Jadakiss? Yes. Is Drake a better bar for bar rapper than Jadakiss? No. No. When you're more of an artist, you sing, it's performance, it's melodies, I feel like artists are more susceptible to collaboration. When you're just a rapper, just straight bars, you're less perceptive to just
You see
collaboration.
Drake, yeah, because he's just got so much going on with him. And he's
Yeah.
such a like a Gyad clan. He makes all these pop songs and rare. He just gets disrespected You get what I'm trying to say? You see, like, as far as like rapping goes, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if 10 humans have ever lived that's better than him. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, I'm just being dead serious. When it comes to barring,
there are 10 rappers. But there are
when it comes to, we see when it comes to barring, yeah, this guy, bro, it's not even normal, and it's not even like it's a stand thing. Whether he wrote it or not, yeah, it's too many times I'm hearing verses. I hear this guy say things, yeah, that just cause confusion. It's just like,
and
you just don't understand. It's like, how?
Thank you.
What?
And when you say things like that, that's why I question when the sentiment is kind of bandied around that it's impossible for this man to do all of this without help. If you've said there's stuff that he's done over and over that can go up against the guys he has here, he said, you don't think there's 10 men alive or have lived, not even alive, because that discounts a lot, right? Have lived. So that's even a greater accolade that you're putting on him. That could go against him.
Yeah, because if anything, if anything, he's 10. That's why I'm saying there's not 10 of them. Because if anything, if you got to think, if anything, he's number 10 then. Do you know what I'm trying to say? Like whoever you want to think of, if he's number 10 then. So there's not 10 men. 10 men haven't lived that rap better than him as far as I'm concerned. Because the guy is crazy. You get me? I could put Andre 3000s up there.
100%. Do you think he's
Jay-Z's.
received anybody's lyrics?
Andre. If anyone, Big Boy, but no.
Boy.
I said anyone, Big Boy.
No,
If
wait.
anyone, Big Boy.
One second, we digress. We've been in like an hour.
No.
We need to do a podcast. Should we just do a podcast episode and just...
Wait. Let me just... No.
The rotation,
Yeah, rotation.
is going to be built
Remember,
out. You don't understand yet. I told you, I'm not telling you anything yet.
If anyone, Big Boy, because of proximity, that's his partner. How many times have those two been in the room together making music? So if anyone, Big Boy, but the answer is no.
How he rhymes, how he pieces
Brent.
words together.
How could anyone write for Andre 3000?
No.
If anyone, I'm sticking by
It's
that.
a different rhyming schema, man.
If anyone, and plus you don't rate Big Boy. Definitely.
I didn't say I didn't rate him.
You said Big Boy.
I rate Andre. No. I rate Andre. That's why I did
I know.
that.
I know, but you don't.
It's not
rate
that I
Big Boy.
don't rate
You
Big
don't
Boy.
rate Big Boy.
He's good.
I don't care about Big Boy, but
But
I
Andre.
can tell why you said Big Boy. You know what I'm trying to say? No.
Mm.
Okay, I want to know before we
You
move
guys
on.
are jokes,
Who's
man.
your 10? I want to see who you putting above Drake.
Sorry, Esther. But I think you enjoy him.
No, I am enjoying the passion. I love it. I'm learning a lot.
I couldn't do this now. I'd have to seriously think.
Okay.
I'll put Jay-Z's in my 10.
Hold on.
Andre 3000 in my 10.
Yeah.
Slim's in my 10.
Slim, you Slim.
Shady.
Oh, sorry. You know,
Sorry.
first nickname.
First name.
Slim, you know. It's Slim.
You're ridiculous.
I'd have to seriously go home and think.
And you know what
This
about
is a
music?
tough
Okay,
one.
cool. Is Nas in your top 10?
I'd have to go and listen to him and
And that's
make
why
a think
music
because
is so subjective.
because it's a preference. It's not about. It's not about whether I think he's.
That's what I'm saying.
It's not about whether I think he's good or not.
I
It's
know, I
about.
know.
It's about whether
whether
I want to digest.
Yeah,
I want
yeah.
to digest what he's
Okay,
giving me.
cool.
It's not about whether I think he's good.
Okay,
You get what I'm trying to say? 'Cause I know Nas is cold,
Yeah.
but it's just. It's a weird one. It's not me saying anything about Nas. It's not trying to put him down and say that he's anything about. You know what I'm trying to say? That it's
Yeah.
just that it's for me.
But you know why music is crazy? Because he could have a debate with some hip hop purists and they could tell him, oh, what's your top 10? And he leaves Nas out and puts Drake in. They're going to destroy him. But he will say, but I haven't heard it. But then you're not hip hop then, bro. Because you haven't heard Nas. How have you not heard Nas?
I've heard Nas.
No, I'm not saying this is what I think of you. Hip hop purists will say, how are you putting Drake in your top 10 and not Nas? Are you insane? That's why music is mad. It all depends on your taste, what you're listening to, what you're taking in.
Yeah, but it's like people, hip hop purists that want to do that because, like I said, it's because of what Drake represents. Like all them girl songs, pop culture, he's
Yeah.
light skin, rare.
Yeah.
These purists, yeah, who care about flows, bars,
Yeah.
cadence,
Yeah.
all these things, yeah. You can't, if you listen to Drake and don't be biased, do you get what I'm trying to say?
No, Drake is cool, but
As a them purist man, Nas, listen to this guy,
Drake's issue
yeah,
is
and what
how
he
he-
does.
how
If
he's
you care
packaged.
about rap like that, if you
Yeah.
care about lyrics and flows and
Yeah.
actual art form
Yeah.
of what it is, you can't tell me he's not up there.
No, he's cold. But you know what it is? With hip hop purists, Drake is packaged different, innit? He's packaged as a sweet boy, R&B, he sings. He's not packaged like what
rapper.
these man want, innit?
Yeah.
So because
He
of his
doesn't represent what they stand
because
for.
of his
almost.
packaging, he gets flung to the side when it comes to like the top bars. Unless you're someone who's open-minded and understands what Drake is. Drake is a cold rapper. He's a
You think
cold
he's better
rapper.
than Kendrick?
You know what? Again, I'm not a big Kendrick fan, you know. Cole was my guy. Out of that new generation, Cole is me.
Cole is good.
So I put Cole above Drake and Kendrick.
Kendrick's better than Cole.
Kendrick is good, but do I think, just off the top of my head, that Kendrick is a better rapper than Drake? Yes. But could that be debated? I think so. But Cole, to me, is above both of them. I think Cole is cold. You know what I mean?
I love J. Cole.
Thanks, Esther.
Well, there you guys have it. There's a preview of the rotation. From
Listen,
Tories. Let's, in conclusion, Tories don't hire black people. We're not gonna buy it, Tories. Okay, let's get to our next headline.
Yeah, that topic of the day was: would you view the
Listen.
Tories differently?
I was even thinking, how did we get
What?
here?
I was, do you know what? I sat here trying to remember how we got here.
How did we get here?
He got to
What?
ask us about white presidents in Nigeria. We discussed that.
That topic of the day.
I don't know how we
was
got here.
crazy.
How did we get
don't
the
know how we got
ghostwriting
here.
from that? I'm trying to
I
think, how
don't
did it happen?
I've been trying to remember. I don't have a clue.
I couldn't even tell you.
But we're great at what we do. So let's take it back to headlines.
If I live in Drake, I mean, Brent was such a Drake fan.
You are down on that hill,
It's
boy.
not that, it's just
Nah.
music.
I'm fully away.
Okay, so Ghana confirms first cases of the Marburg virus. We actually can't catch a break in this world. Ghana has confirmed its first 2 cases of the deadly Marburg virus, a highly infectious disease in the same family as the virus that causes Ebola. Both patients unfortunately died recently in hospital in the southern Ashanti region. Their samples came back positive earlier this month and have now been verified by a lab in Senegal. Health officials in Ghana say 98 people are now under quarantine as suspected contact cases. At the moment, there is no treatment for Marburg, but doctors say drinking plenty of water and treating specific symptoms improves a patient's chances of survival. The virus is transmitted to people from fruit bats and spreads between humans through the transmission of bodily fluids. So stop kissing, is it? It is a severe, often fatal illness with symptoms including headache, fever, muscle pains, vomiting blood, and bleeding. Officials are warning people to keep away from caves and to thoroughly cook all meat products before consuming them. In Africa, the World Health Organization have said that previous outbreaks and sporadic cases have been reported in Angola, Democratic Republic of the Congo, Kenya, South Africa, and Uganda. However, the first ever Marburg outbreak was in Germany in 1967, where 7 people died. The virus killed more than 200 people in Angola in 2005, which is the deadliest outbreak on record. Hopefully, Ghana can contain and eliminate this outbreak ASAP. That's wild. You guys ever heard of that?
Well,
I haven't heard
Marburg.
of this virus before, you know.
Mm.
Marburg. Every day's a new virus, man. Can't catch
Honestly,
a
it's
break
actually
out here.
tiring. And why is it always targeting Africa first?
Listen,
So woke or joke.
one word,
Stay woke.
propaganda.
All right. So the next one, the Wasteman Chinaman extradited to Malawi.
This is racist. No,
Okay.
Please tell people who wrote that.
E-Man writes all the headlines, guys.
Yeah. So when he's saying something, wow, please, it's not
Don't say
me.
the waste man, China man.
It's not me. It's E-Man. Go to his Instagram. The Wasteman Chinaman extradited to Malawi for those racist videos. Oh my gosh, this is great news.
Yeah.
So as some of you are aware, we reported on the BBC documentary
Oh, my man
Africa
from
Eye.
before.
Yeah.
Sick.
What was his name again? Uncle Sam? What was it? Uncle something.
Was it Uncle something?
I
Don't
can't-
throw it over to Mark, please.
Don't.
No.
I wouldn't plan to. As some of you are aware, we reported on the BBC documentary Africa Eye Racism for Sale, which shed light on racist videos being made and sold worldwide by a Chinese videographer in Malawi. Luke was a Malawi resident when he was exposed by BBC Africa Eye, which reported he had used local children to film personalized greeting videos, some of which included racist content. The videos could be bought for up to $70, which is £55, on Chinese social media and internet platforms. Luke denied making derogatory videos. Instead, he had said he made them in order to spread Chinese culture to the local community. For those unaware, in one of the videos filmed in Malawi and seen by the BBC, a group of children are made to chant in Chinese, I'm a black monster, the equivalent of the N-word. My IQ is low. They were clearly unaware of what they were saying. While being secretly filmed by an undercover journalist posing as a potential buyer, Luque admitted and then immediately denied having made the video. Malawian police launched an investigation in June, but were unable to arrest the Chinese filmmaker as he could not be found. He was later arrested and detained in Zambia last month and fined for entering it illegally. Malawi's Attorney General, Thabo Chakaka Nyirenda, confirmed the Chinese citizen is due to appear in court on Monday, so today, in line with procedures after someone has been arrested. That would be great if he could get some time. I need to do that time in Africa, where time is really time. And shit is real.
He needs to
But that's
get
good
mash
news.
up, man.
That is very good.
Just mash him up. I don't want him get no fine.
Honestly. That would have been a good jungle justice moment to have.
We'll see what happens. We'll see what he gets.
Yep.
Tell E-Man to stay on the case.
Stay on the case, E-Man. You hear this. But that being said, let's get into Word on Road. Okay, so I've got a clip to play here. Because Nick Cannon is an absolute joker. So, Brent, are you looking for it? But I introduced it.
You
Okay.
sent it to me.
Yeah, I did.
In the block? Yes or no?
Of course.
Are you still on the block?
Here you go. I truly respect it, but come on, man, that's my fantasy love. That's somebody I will always love. Like
I know that.
Like I will never have a love like I have with Mariah.
Yeah.
If I had the opportunity to, if it could be the way that it was, I'm there. Always be my baby.
I said, always be my baby. So Nick Cannon, this went kind of viralish. He was on a Shade Room podcast and he basically said that, he would get back to Mariah if he could, blah, blah. And then the next day, he posted a picture on Instagram and it was him and this lovely lady holding hands, looking cute. And his caption was, I said I would never do it again, but finally doing what the world wants me to do. And it had a ring emoji, it looks like that. It looks like an engagement post. So everyone's like, what are you talking about? Like, how are you going to go from wanting to be Mariah for one day and now you're engaged? Well, he isn't engaged.
Okay.
He's basically saying that it was, what's it called? It's for a music video.
Okay.
Because apparently the world wanted Nick Cannon to do a music video. I don't know who ever asked for that.
Nick actually releases music on the low. It goes under the radar.
It's on the low, yeah. And
like,
there's a reason for that.
He puts on music.
There's a reason for that. But he basically said, he basically was like, it's for a music video. He's got a new song called Eyes Closed. And it's basically that said, I'm doing what the world wants me to do. I'm dropping an amazing music video. I'm really excited about it. That's what he said to Entertainment Tonight. And then he says he's not getting married now, but he's open to the idea of getting married again one day. I love the idea of marriage, he says, especially the ceremony, the proposing, the idea of just falling in love. Who cares what the rest of the world thinks? You never know. Ironically, he would say who cares what the rest of the world thinks when he said he's doing what the world want him to do. But yeah, so basically he's just, what's the word? Attention seeking.
Look at his last album now. He's got Chris Brown on here, Brent
Is it?
on here, Rick Ross on here, Jacques on here.
Really?
Yeah, Nick's got some features on here.
I did not know he did music, I'll be honest with you.
What? As in at all?
I've heard he's done music before. I don't think I've ever heard a Nick Cannon track.
I swear.
What's the most famous one?
Probably Gigolo with Robert. I'm a gigolo.
That's Nick Cannon.
Yeah.
I did not know that.
Yeah. And he got a song called with B2K, Feeling Freaky.
Nah, that's some of
those-
the ones that in
those
the
is-
album.
Those are his two most famous ones, but these are back in the day.
Oh, I remember Gigolo.
Yeah, Gigolo.
The age what did it? Crazy. All right, well, someone who did get married is Jennifer Lopez. So she got married to Ben Affleck. And they got married 3 months after they got engaged. If you guys remember, years ago, I think 2002, they first were engaged, and then they broke off in 2004. And then in the same year, she got married to someone else.
She's a collector, man.
One thing about sis is gonna get married, and I love that. Like, I love it. But yeah, so she's engaged now, and it's really cute. And she said they had like a nice, fun and casual ceremony, and blah blah blah. She put up a statement on her Instagram, and it says, "I'm just gonna read out little snippets of it." She said, "We did it. Love is beautiful. Love is kind, and it turns out love is patient. 20 years patient. Exactly what we wanted. Last time, they got married in Vegas. We flew to Vegas, stood in line for a license, blah, 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 blah. And yeah, it was cute. Said behind us, 2 men held hands and held each other. In front of us, a young couple who made the 3-hour drive from Victorville, blah, 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 blah. So all in all, it was a cute wedding.
Yeah,
And people are saying, this is it. This is,
it for them.
it for her. Yeah. No,
Well,
not so much him. For her.
we hope so.
We hope so.
Because
it is
we have
and-
been here before, right?
exactly. But congratulations to the cute little couple. Next on my list, Tiwa Savage giving us some Afrobeats. What happened? Who is that?
It's supposed to be me, I think.
No, go back to it. Show you so. Brent, look what they've done to your babes.
Well, they added about £10.
Fan art.
I'll be honest with you, I thought that was a light skin Steve Harvey. I really thought that was Steve Harvey. I'm actually so done. But yeah, so in Afrobeats news, Tiwa Savage got an honorary degree from the University of Kent.
To keep doing this.
I think this is
First of all, let me land with this
Stormzy.
one. Okay. First of all, let me land with it. So Dr. Tiwa Savage got she got an honorary degree on Friday, and the page University of Kent posted on their Twitter and the Instagram and stuff like that. And she was honored with Doctor of Music for her inspirational and international career in music. I do think she is worthy of this one, not just because it's Tiwa and I absolutely love her, or because she's the queen of Afrobeats, or because I went to Kent, but actually she studied in Kent. She's been to uni there as well. So I guess she's gone out and she's made the uni proud and then come back and got this. So she said she had achievements were described as lengthy as it is prestigious. And she's got a track record of exceptional and meritorious accomplishments which deserves recognition. And in her speech, she said, "I'm proud to be receiving this honorary degree alongside my fellow honoraries at this great university." And she says to the graduates at the ceremony, "My prayer is that you one day will stand like this, addressing students, because you two have gone out into the world and you never gave up." And she also sang a song called, a rendition of "Optimistic" by Sounds of Blackness. I'm proud of her. I love that for her. So she's a doctor now, which is great.
Shout out to Tiwa.
Shout out to Tiwa. She's here in August, actually. I'm going to see her. It's going to be amazing. So OG Niki spoke out over the weekend about, she kind of put statements out about being allegedly attacked by her baby father. So I'm going to read out snippets of it. Trigger warning, by the way, guys, sorry. I'm going to read out just little snippets of it. She said, "I woke up and still can't believe it. Imagine being robbed by your own baby dad is just crazy. But then it's not. Imagine being stamped out and kicked to within an inch of your life by the same man. I've got to stop imagining people are good-hearted." And then she said, "Reading through everything from today, it's just mad how people you let get closest to you will do the worst. I thought 2 days ago as I lay on the love of my life's chest and he spoke to his next girl because he thought I was fast asleep, that I was going mad and he couldn't be doing me like that. But this year has been yearing. I wouldn't put anything past anyone." She goes on to say, "I mean, I hear disrespecting someone behind their back, but in their face, too far. When I was 17, maybe, but big 29, I'm not going to allow disrespect." But she goes on to say that she's going to be uploading some vlog type stuff on YouTube soon. Because to be honest, that's the only reason I've never uploaded it because of... That's the only reason... So I'm going to be uploading some vlogs type stuff onto YouTube soon. Because to be honest, only reason I've never uploaded is because of domestic violence, but I'm not gonna lose my life for talking about my own life traumas, so I just hide away now. That being said, I'm suffering from complications due to a beating somebody gave me for 6 hours, complications that may be permanent, and finally they beat some sense into me. But praying that she gets better and heals and just gets in a better space, really. And my last bit of news is Jacques. So Jacques has done an exclusive with The Sun. Jacques from Love Island, by the way. Done an exclusive with The Sun about him leaving the villa. And he basically says that the producers didn't ask him to leave. He left his own accord.
Okay.
He said, I thought if I don't... Obviously, we know he left, if you guys watch our Love Island day after. He left after Adam came in. And apparently he and Adam, it was trying to fight for Paige kind of situation. Yeah. And then he said that, I thought if I don't get myself out, things could go horribly wrong and I could get physical. First of all, I feel like Adam would be his ass. But he said that. And he said he was ready to break down. He said doing Love Island was the worst decision of his life. I was feeling so mentally drained. I just wanted to go home and get myself right. It broke me and I was already broken. I was crying my eyes out. I couldn't cope. I was literally feeling awful. It was the worst I'd ever felt in my life. So he also speaks about, his mental health struggles with ADHD. And he admitted that he did tell the bosses he had ADHD before the show started. But yes, but he allegedly, he said the shit. He said that he and Adam had an explosive kind of argument thing over Paige. And so he said at home you can remove yourself from situations, but in there you had to deal with every situation. And in that moment I took my microphone off and walked straight through the front doors because I just wanted to get out of that place. Producers tried coming to me. They were like, Jacques, are you okay? I was saying, I don't want to speak to you or anyone. I want to be left to myself. It was too much. I was saying to them, this is more than a TV show to me. It was genuine feelings involved and my headspace wasn't right to be in a TV show. I dealt with stuff in there that I've never dealt with in my life. He said that morning I spoke to Mike, the big boss, and said I wanted to leave. I'm ready to go. I want to get out of here. He calmed me down a bit and was like, mate, we don't want to see you go. You're doing great in there. You'll be fine. Which I think is a bit ironic because Love Island do the whole we care about people's mental health and blah, blah. But if someone's telling you and you can see that they've been struggling and they're telling you're still telling them stay in there, you got this. Interesting. He said he had a welfare chat and was then getting called to the beach hut, which is basically where you speak to the producers. And then he explained that in the end, I couldn't deal with it. I just wanted to get out of there. And I was crying to them saying, I'm ready to go home. Yes, I guess that kind of explains as well all the emotions that that no one was fighting him on it because they could see that obviously they know what was going on. Yeah. But I do think as well, it's a bit mad. Love Island, man, you guys don't learn. Because when I think about it, if he was going through all the breakdowns and upset and all that kind of stuff, and they were still editing the show to make him look like a villain, the heck? That's wild. So he says anyway, he said, any little thing in the villa in the end started bothering me and I was just getting in so much of a rut. I know the way I spoke to Paige was wrong. I tried to apologize and she kept asking why I did it. ADHD isn't just about not being able to concentrate. It's also about feeling anxious quite a lot, being on edge a lot. I mean, I don't think ADHD leads you to kiss people, but... And he said he was horrified to see that everyone was hating on him when he came out and all that kind of stuff. And yeah. And he said he has watched the show back and, he doesn't really like how he was portrayed and all that kind of stuff. But yeah. He said he will wait for Paige on the outside. I don't think he should. She kissed someone yesterday. But I'm not watching the show again. I can't do it. And
I don't see no reason for him to wait for Paige, man. Paige.
He'd be an egg if he's doing that.
Paige has moved on.
Yeah.
To the big boss.
But a spokesperson from Love Island did say, we cannot comment on any individual's medical records. However, we have rigorous and extensive checks in place to assess Islanders' physical and mental health in advance of being cleared to enter the villa. This is something we take extremely seriously. Jacques made the decision to leave and we respected that decision. We would never put pressure on someone to stay in the villa. Jacques is saying otherwise. Yeah, but crazy. I'm glad he spoke out. And I feel a bit sorry for him still. I do believe his whole mental health stuff, and I believe all of that stuff, but I don't know if there is a direct correlation between ADHD and talking to someone the way he was talking to Paige, and even other people, from what it looks like. But I hope he gets better, and all the best to all parties involved.
All the best, Jacques.
All the best. But that is all from me on Word and Road. The rotation is next.
All right, cool. Before we run on to that, English, British. Yeah, cool. So it says here, to your point, Margs, if you are from any of the countries in the British Isles, you're British. This means that only the English from England as a citizen can be both English and British. If you're from Northern Ireland, you are British with the Northern Ireland culture. Same as the Scots and the Welsh. They are British, but not English. So there's also a diagram here where the British Isles comprises of Ireland, and Northern Ireland. So it's Ireland and Northern Ireland. Then you have the British Islands, which is the United Kingdom, where Northern Ireland is in the United Kingdom. You also have Great Britain in the United Kingdom. And in Great Britain, you only have Scotland, Wales, and England. British Isles also includes Isle of Man, Jersey, and Guernsey.
Okay, yeah. Oh, there's
What's the one on the far left?
Far left is Ireland.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it's in the British Isles, but it's part of Ireland. But it's
yeah.
not,
So you can be both.
it's
then.
not in the United Kingdom.
Okay.
So does that change anything to how you thought when you're saying like obviously you could be British but you see English as something that's because it's just a country, innit?
So from what I gather from what they're saying is that if you're a citizen of England, you can be English. But then I read another site because that's what happens on Google. It says if you can speak English, you're English.
But what, for black people that class themselves as English, do you still see that as?
I believe that they can still say that they are English because they were born and they're a citizen of England, but they will also be able to classify themselves as British. So they're English and they're British.
Into
All right.
the
Let's
rotation.
All right, guys, welcome back to The Rotation, your weekly music breakdown. So we're going to get into a single from Ardee, then we're going to get into two albums, one from Llyod Banks and one from Brent Fiyaz. All right, so first we've got Ardee. He's got a new single called Hello Mate, featuring Kyla. This is his first release since his mixtape Peer Pressure, which came out in March. So this song, it features the chorus from Kyla's 2008 hit, Do You Mind? Which is the same song Drake sampled on One Dance, just to give you guys some clarity
Context.
there. This is the second time actually that Ardee has sampled, early 2000s UKG classic. So he sampled Sweet Female Attitudes, Flowers, on his song Flowers, Say My Name. I think that was 2021. So this is kind of like a theme for him, going back, grabbing a popular UKG song and kind of remaking it and making his own kind of thing in it. So this is like summer song, fun. It's like Ibiza ready, festival ready, high energy, sing along type of vibe, typical Ardee type of style. I wanted to actually ask a question actually on this topic. Is it kind of an easy way out to just go and grab a classic song, remake it? Is that like an easy way to make a hit these days? You look at it like a bit of a
The labels are
Cheat code.
the labels are doing it because of the way the algorithms on TikTok work, and it's so big over there and it's big numbers and you can get dancing and stuff, so you can get it viral. So that's what the labels are pushing towards a lot of it. It's not just Ardee, a lot of the kids are doing that nowadays.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's because they get it, some of them get it wrong.
That's what I was going to say. I don't think it's a cheat code because
I don't think it's a cheat
everyone
code.
gets it right.
Because even if the song does the numbers that they want it to do, like where it matters, people ain't really necessarily feeling it. You get
I feel like we use on TikTok, but it wouldn't translate to real life.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I don't think it's a cheat code.
Yeah.
And you guys heard the song?
I have actually. I heard a snippet from it and I saw that Kyra was in the video as well.
Yeah.
Which is really
It's got
cool.
a nice fun video.
I don't know if I've seen him post a snippet of something a few days ago, which I'm guessing would be the song.
Yeah.
And it seems like I really like Ardee.
I like it.
think it's cool.
I like Ardee.
I think he's got good energy.
Yeah.
I like his flow. Like just the way he rap, like just what he does, I like it.
I've
So,
seen him live actually.
Oh, was it?
It was at some summer party last year and then he came.
He's
and
really good live as well. He's a performer.
Yeah.
And I love a good performer. Like he proper has energy. Like he just seems good vibes.
Yeah, you're
So
right.
I love that. Yeah. He's proper sick.
He
man.
seems proper good vibes, genuine,
Yeah. Like
happy to be here.
like just
like
a
that.
go lucky guy.
Yeah, I met him in Ibiza. He was in the Ocean Beach Club and he was in there.
Okay.
Yeah, he's super cool.
Yeah, I
so-
think Ardee is very likable.
Yes, he's very likable.
There's like, no, if you hate him, then I don't know, you're just.
I don't know. You bad.
He gets a lot of hate though.
No, he gets a lot of hate
Does he?
because he's white.
Yeah, because he's white.
Oh, because white.
Yeah, because he's white.
Like, white
he gets
would
a
be
lot of
great,
hate.
man.
And obviously, what'd you say? White people be great. Brent, you're like, clip that. And also, I heard a lot of rumors that he's an industry plant as well.
Oh no, he's not.
You know, it is
Definitely isn't.
obviously off of the back of H. It's like, another
I like
white
H as
boy
well.
who's being shot into the ascendancy.
Yeah.
What about us over here? So I hear the
I hear it, but
listen,
H did a good job as well with his sample. But
yeah.
yeah.
Do we think that he's talented though?
Do we think who's talented?
Ardee.
I do.
I
yeah.
think he is, you know.
Okay.
Because you can't, like, you can easily, especially when he had that environment and, you know, the Adiola, one of like that stuff,
Yeah.
he's actually been carried, like, he's kept it going.
No,
Do you
yeah,
get me?
yeah.
So he could have easily just had that one song and that would have been it.
Yeah,
But
like,
he's
and
actually been
he can
consistent
rap.
with
And you
it.
see the thing is, yeah, because obviously I'm different. I'm super judgmental because I can rap as well.
Yeah.
You get me? I think there's loads of people that are shit at rapping.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Like he's not shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You get me? Whether
He's
you like
actually
him,
good,
whether
yeah.
you like him or not, I think it's like he's not shit.
Yeah.
Like, he can
Yeah.
put words together. You get me?
And I love his wordplay. Yeah.
Okay.
I think he's talented.
Yeah. So yeah, check out the song. For me, it doesn't make my rotation. No, it doesn't make the rotation. Doesn't mean it's a bad song though. It's a
Mm.
good song, but it's just not. It's not really my flavor.
Yeah.
I heard it a few times over the weekend just to get into the groove of it. If it comes on when I'm on holiday, I'll groove to it. But
Yeah.
I'm not gonna
Do a
play it in
little
my
shimmy.
personal time. So it don't make the rotation, but it's still a decent song. It's fun,
Mm.
energy, sing along. Obviously, Ardee's just a happy-go-lucky guy, so you kind of
Yeah. You
warm
got
to
to love
him,
the
innit?
guy, man.
yeah. So the single's "Hello Mate" and it's featuring Kyla. I wonder if Kyla's good. This is her second time in recent years
Mm.
remaking a kind of song. Innit? Do you reckon she's ever gonna come out with new music herself?
If it ain't broke, don't fix it, man.
You know what I
Yeah, I was
mean?
going to say it's tricky, man.
She's
Because
gonna
it's got slaps.
continue just to keep making money off the You Mind
Yeah, I
for her whole
would.
life.
Yep.
I hear that
If it's
still.
feeding me, and I know Drake's check is definitely feeding me, I'm going to keep
You know
going.
what it is? Obviously, there's if artists are checking for her
Yeah.
for the sample, you might as well just use that momentum and come out.
Mm.
Obviously, using the momentum off of the back of Drake
I was going to say,
would have been a better business move.
Yeah.
Not using Ardee's momentum, but
I don't think that would give him momentum.
Ardee. No, the Drake would have given it.
Yeah, Drake defo 100%.
If she would have come out with a little young EP when
Yeah,
One
yeah.
Dance came out, obviously people are typing in her name. It would have, you know what I mean?
Yeah, it
The
would've
algorithm
come,
would've done its thing, innit?
That's true.
All right, next up we got the PLT. The PLT is back. That's the Punchline King, not Pretty Little Thing, Esther.
Because you know you had me confused. I said, I can see, huh?
The PLT is back. That's Llyod Banks. He's got a new album out. It's called The Course of the Inevitable 2, which is obviously a sequel to his 2001 album, The Course of the Inevitable. So just for you guys wondering, he is no longer on G Unit.
Okay.
All right, Llyod Banks is now operating under Empire. All right, so he's not in G Unit no more. 14 tracks, 45 minutes. The features all made sense. You got Jadakiss on there. You got Benny the Butcher, Conway the Machine, Vado, Dave East. This is just bars,
Mm.
punchlines. This is just real rap, raw, dark beats, dark vibe. All the features made sense. You know, great bars. Obviously, Llyod Banks is one of the best spitters out of New York, especially when it comes to punchlines and metaphors. If you like hip hop, you just want to listen to bars, and even like the old song structures of a verse, a hook, a verse, a hook, like three verses
Yeah.
and 2 hooks. That formula has kind of been gone by the wayside, isn't it?
Mm.
I feel like this album, he's bringing back that formula of 3 verses per song, which I kind of miss sometimes, innit? Does this album make the rotation? I'll say yes. Something I'll listen to in the gym. Something I'll listen to while I'm driving.
Okay.
Very cohesive. It flows nicely. Everything kind of meshes well as well. My fave songs off of there so far is Living Proof. I think that one features Benny, and then you've got Power Steering featuring Jadakiss. So shout out to Llyod Banks.
Question.
Yeah.
Is it the young Llyod that was on Bedrock?
Is this the same Llyod from Bedrock?
Yeah.
No, nigga. This is that's Llyod the singer.
My bad.
Yeah, no. So Llyod and Llyod Banks.
Okay, I was going to
2
say,
different
like,
people.
okay, okay.
Yeah, Llyod is, she's 5'2" or she's 5'2". Which one is it?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I remember that. Oh, the
Alright,
caption.
cool. You know that Omarion was on Bedrock first?
Have you heard it?
No.
You haven't
Was it
heard-
good?
Thank God they took Omarion off Bedrock.
So who did they replace him with?
Floyd, sorry.
Not
Yeah.
Floyd.
Remember, Omarion was going to sign to Young Money,
Oh, yeah.
but then he didn't
Okay.
sign. So because he didn't sign, they took him off.
Ah.
No,
Yeah.
I don't actually. I don't know whether I heard it. I heard they took him off because like he was
was whack.
he was gassing it and he leaked it or something.
Yeah, I heard that as well.
I can see that.
That might have been all in combination, everything together.
Yeah.
But I heard
Okay,
it.
okay.
Yeah.
But have you?
I haven't heard his
it. I've
version.
heard it.
God forbid
You
that
hear it.
came out.
Yeah.
Oh my God! It doesn't even. It's got. Listen, you know that classic song, yeah.
Yeah.
It's the best part of the song's not even there. Anyway,
That's mad.
like my man saved that song.
Yeah.
It's terrible. Someone find this for me because this is
I'm
horrid.
gonna listen to it.
It's hot. No, you can't. I don't think your brain can even get prepared for what you'd hear.
You're gonna hear.
You're gonna say, wait, this was okay. Yeah, it's mad.
You know, it's sad because Omarion was actually like a top babe, but I keep hearing things that just.
I think you know what it is. It's
I'm embarrassed for him.
Omarion never quit while he's ahead.
Yes, he
He
never
stayed in the game
does.
too long to be exposed. That's the problem now.
Yeah.
Now he's been exposed for not being able to sing and yada yada.
It's a lot.
And then he's got that bad crosses woman. I think she just put bad energy on him and just mashed up his
Who?
life.
Oh,
April.
April.
Is that her name?
April Jones.
He's got a baby mum that's a wicked,
Yeah, that was with,
vile
Yeah,
woman.
she's dating
I don't think so,
Little
you know.
Fizz.
Oh, she's not.
Dr.
She,
Dre.
shout out to his bad vibes. He's the bad vibes. Because
Oh, was it the narratives? Did I buy
No,
the
she bad
narrative?
advice for dating Fizz.
are you sure? Are you guys talking about Moniz?
No, I'm talking about
Lil
April.
Fizz baby mum is the
No,
one
I'm
that's
talking about
problematic.
April.
No, everyone always thought April was nice, but
I don't.
when she started dating Fizz, people
Yeah.
were like, "Oh, you're snaky."
Yeah,
But then when all of this stuff has come out now,
yeah.
it's like,
Let me tell you what's fucked up. I'm passing judgment on this woman, and I don't really know her. I don't buy into that American celebrity and that, so I don't
Yeah.
really
Yeah.
follow a lot. I just see things. Obviously, like everybody else, I would just see things, innit?
yeah,
And every time I see this woman, I dislike her, and it's always something. And then I asked who she was, and they were saying this Omaria's baby mums, and it's just always something. So anytime I've seen her,
Mm.
yeah.
she just looks like horrible
No,
vibes.
people liked her. It was just the Lil Fizz
Lil
thing
Fizz thing.
that people were like, "How are you gonna date his friend?"
But now that we
But
know
now
that,
they know the tea.
yeah, now it's whatever because obviously they're not even really boy like
Yeah,
that.
she's with Tay Diggs anyway, living her best black
Oh, she's
man
with
life.
Tay now. I thought she was with
She would take
Method
digs
Man.
now.
Method man.
Method Man as well. Right, she's
That's not
going
Method
through
Man.
them.
First of all, she's not.
No.
Huh?
She's not on a journey. No, she's just with Tay Diggs.
She was with Dre though.
Dre.
Dr. Dre.
Yeah,
Dr. Dre.
Google it. She was
She's
with Dr. Dre, 100%.
Girl, like April, you better get your money out. Funny.
her
Out.
CVs. She got bodies.
Okay, I wasn't going there with that. I was going more female empowerment.
No, I don't. I'm not saying like a lot of bodies. I mean
Yeah.
like high value scouts.
Yeah, high value men.
Yeah. She's got,
I love this for her. This is great. I'm gonna Google
Yeah,
that.
she's doing that
Yeah,
thing
she
still.
got good body. She's a killer.
All right, cool. Next up, we got Brent Fiyaz. He had the album that come out. This came out a couple of weeks ago, though, but I just thought I'll talk about it anyway. Album's called Wasteland. This is his sophomore album, so that's the second album. People don't know. R&B, soul, more new age R&B though. So you got 19 songs, 1 hour, 4 minutes. Collabs, you got Tyler the Creator, you got Drake, you got Trey Armani, and you got Alicia Keys. So I wasn't gonna listen to this album until I listened to Joe Biden's podcast and they were reviewing it, right?
He was on him. I watched that yesterday.
Yeah, and Joe was saying that he's singing off key. He played a few snippets, and he said that he's trying to replace the beat with his voice. So
Okay.
there's too much voice, not enough beat, and he's singing off key. So I thought, let me listen to this album because the single he released a while ago with Drake, I love that song, produced by the Neptunes. But when the album came out, I kind of lost a bit of interest. But now that kind of reignited my desire to listen to it. I hear what Joe's saying.
Mm-hmm.
The singing doesn't sound pristine, doesn't sound elite, but I like the off-keyness that I'm hearing. I like it.
Okay.
I kind of like it.
You think he did it on purpose?
I think that's just the way he sings.
Oh.
I think that's just the way he sings. Obviously, it's new age R&B as well, so it's not trad R&B in that regard. I do feel like there isn't enough beat though. Some of the songs are just too much of his voice, and it feels like it wasn't really mixed properly.
Okay.
Maybe that was on purpose, where his voice is way higher than the beat. The beat is almost like backing vocal to his voice, if that makes sense. So his voice is prominent over here, and then you got the beat, which is kind of like in the background. Not on all songs, but on some songs in it. My favorite songs on the album, you got Ghetto Gatsby with Alicia Keys is wavy. Wasting Time with Drake and Neptunes, that came out a while ago, to be fair. But when that song first came out, I was rinsing that song. It's a proper like throwback Neptune song.
Okay.
It gives you like 02, 03 vibes.
I'm gonna listen to it.
Gravity as well is another song that I like. Overall, I wouldn't put it in my rotation overall, to be fair. Wasting Time was in my rotation. That one song, I cane it. Proper. No, the
Not
thing I mean
caning
is, when I like a song, I play it over and over and over and over again. Ghetto Gatsby also is wavy as well. I feel like it's got, where the songs do bang, the production is good. Where the songs waver a bit, I do feel like it's a bit too much of his voice and not enough instrumentations and that. But overall, I do hear what Joe's saying. It is an off key, but I like the vibe.
Yeah.
I like the melodies, subject matter, and he's bringing back skits as well. Skits is a lost art. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Interludes.
Yeah.
So
I always wanted to be a skill.
Yeah, there's one in particular where him and the girl are going back and forth on the phone, and she's in a car crash. And I'm like, how did they record this? Because you hear the car crashing, you hear the impact, the whole fiasco in it. So it sounds kind of dope still. It's like,
Is that what Parks was talking about? He was saying he don't like skits. I was thinking, what? I tuned down, I heard the conversation. I was
Yeah.
thinking, I swear people don't even do skits anymore.
people don't really do skits. That's why I'm surprised he had skits on his album, innit? You
I
know
love that
who
for him.
used to be the best at skits?
Drake.
Cameron.
Criminal.
He used to have real voice notes from girls that used to cuss him out and pull it on the album.
I've always wanted to be a voice note on someone's album.
That was it.
Yeah, I want to be a skit on someone's album.
I remember this is
Reach out to me.
a quick story.
Mad
Do you
rapper,
remember? Do you remember? I think it's Laylo, Snoop, Master P. There's one particular. There's a skit, and Snoop says, you know, back in the day when you used to record music for your voicemail. So there's one particular skit. I can't remember. I think Dre or Snoop says, Dre is talking to Snoop or vice versa, and he goes something. Leave your name and number after motherfucking beep. And obviously, I'm young. I think that's cold for a little voice message.
Voicemail.
So I put it on as my voicemail.
Yusuf.
I was at work one day, yeah. This is when I was young. I was like 17. I used to work at Woolworths. One of the bosses, Yusuf, your mum's on the phone. I'm like, why's mum calling me? Oh. I'm like, Mum, Yusuf, change your voicemail right now.
At work.
Change your voicemail right now.
It's a mid-shift. Leave the shop door.
Take that swearing, that profanity off
That
your
is
voicemail
so
right
funny.
now.
That is so funny.
I said, this would be a great idea for a voicemail.
Wait, what's though? Leave your name on and he's got the music in the background, leave your name and your message after the motherfucking beat.
How did you do it? Did you have music in the background too?
No, I just remember you just record off the,
Okay.
the stereo
Yeah.
system, innit? And you just boom, leave it. Boom.
That's so funny.
But yeah, that's a quick story. But yeah, Brent Fiyaz album, check it out. It's decent. It's not
Yeah, I'm going to check it out.
nothing special, but it's decent still. And that is it for the rotation this week. I'll be back
All right.
next week with more.
Love it. So just a reminder to you guys that we have a daily segment and we'll be doing Asking for a Friend and Sis, what would you do later on in the week? So you can send anything you need to send, dilemmas, whatever it is, to 075 6484 1073. And you can also email tdasubmissions@thenewblack.com. Black is spelled with an X. And remember to start with hashtag asking for a friend or sis, what would you do? Just so we know what segment it's for. But let's get into Love Island the day after. Okay, did you guys on Friday?
Yeah.
Okay, so we're in now for Love Island the day after. What Friday?
Yes.
Okay, I made some notes because I knew I was going to forget
Mm.
when they're excited. So, okay, the main thing, Josh and Coco left.
Yeah. I knew Coco would leave.
I didn't think Josh. Yeah.
I said it would be Deji and Coco.
Did you see Deji's face?
He was shocked.
He was like,
You couldn't believe it. Because he knows he ain't doing shit.
he knows.
He's thinking, how do I get some?
Deji knows. He was in shock. I was shocked. But I'm glad that he got another week because we needed him for
His
the...
facial expressions, isn't it?
Yeah, we needed him for that.
And that suit.
Honestly.
That green joint.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then the biggest part as well was Tasha crying about being in the bottom. Well, first of all, she just got a man. Like
That
the
shit
reason why
is
you come on
so
Love Island, obviously
jarring,
don't think
bro.
about the money. I'm definitely there for the money.
Yeah.
But you go on Love Island to find love. She's found love because she's now been made a girlfriend. She even asked him to be her boyfriend, right?
Yeah.
Then you're in the bottom and she's balling, even though her
Naked.
man was in the bottom with her.
Mm.
And Luca was basically like, I can't lie to you. I don't get the
Yeah.
tears. And he kind of confronted her by it. And she was annoyed and upset or whatever. And what was annoying though was that everyone was saying exactly what, did you see? When Luca was talking to Ekin and Davide,
Mm.
and Davide like, Davide was like, she didn't even cry this much when Andrew licked Coco's nipple.
No, tit, he said. I was supposed to tit. Coco's tit.
I mean, an idiot. But like, I feel like everyone was thinking the same thing, but I feel like they kind of let Luca
Yeah, deal with it.
deal with it.
It is about Tasha. She's sensitive. She wants to be accepted. She wants to be liked. She wants to be loved.
No, but are you sassy
That's
or
a-
sensitive,
that's a problem.
sis? It
Well,
can
they're
only be
saying that
one.
they're bullying Tasha now. That's what I'm seeing online.
Yeah.
They're saying they've seen them people doing some ableist stuff and that.
Yeah.
Even
We were
in the
accused of that
house.
once.
Who people in the house doing that?
I think so. Because like, when they first was talking, I thought they was talking about the public, but I can't remember the exact tweet that I read. But they were saying that the guys are bullying her, and then
Why?
like, and then like trying to like slut shame her, but then like the boys are doing worse and that. I don't know. There was just
If anyone's bullying Tasha, it's Luca.
Do you know what it is? I think
Well,
Luca's
I didn't see that bit.
sick of her shit.
I didn't see that bit. I think I see when she tried to pull him to talk about the conversation.
Oh yeah.
And he kind of doubled down anyway.
He did. And, that's what. Honestly, I'm sick of Luca's shit. Like, I'm really over him because he will say something and be like, and when she comes round, I'm not saying that. I'm not doubling down on it. I've said what I've said. I'm not apologizing for that shit. He specifically said that he's not apologizing. What does he do? I'm sorry. I said that. I said, you are so embarrassing. You're actually such an embarrassment.
I didn't even notice that.
Yeah, he fully said, I'm not gonna apologize for it because what I've said is true, and I'm saying what everyone else is thinking. I'm not apologizing for it. As soon as he sat down with her, obviously I'm really sorry that I hurt your feelings, and I'm sorry that I said that, but I was only saying it because I felt like you found love, and I was thinking you are such excuse.
I think he was just softening it for her. I don't think he took it back. He just
because he did kind of still say the same things.
Yeah,
I don't want to apologize.
And she was like, well, everyone's got different mentalities and
yeah, but my thing is though, I don't see how people are being ableist. I don't think people have ever brought up her disability, and I think sometimes when people don't like someone, people always link it to one thing that quote unquote is wrong with them.
Yeah.
Do you get me? So because we don't like her, automatically now people are being ableist because she's disabled. Do you get me? Like that's not why people don't like her, because she's a twat most days.
I think when people do stuff like that, like when you highlight that stuff, it just makes it more of an issue. Like nobody has an issue with Tasha's disability. Like the way it presents and the way it affects her. Well, obviously, I don't know how it affects her. I'm not in her life, but I'm saying like she's got her hair and like she seems fine.
She's just everyone else.
Yeah, she's fine. Like there's nothing like that. Disability is not even that.
It's not one that we can tell is hindering her experience on the show.
Yeah, so I wouldn't see like anybody. There's not even no need. Like, I don't understand. Like, there's no need. I couldn't see anybody bullying her or whatever. Yeah. There's obviously you can chat shit and make jokes. Like, I've even probably made a few distasteful jokes or whatever. But like, it's not like that. Like, I don't see no one.
Yeah.
Like, she's fine.
She's actually fine.
There's no problems. Obviously, everything that she's going through in the house is because of her personality. Like,
exactly.
It's not because of her disability.
Exactly.
You get me?
But I do know what I do agree with Luca, because I do think that with Tasha, she's very, very. She really cares what the public think, and I feel like she's playing the game. And I feel like even when her Andrew, I don't see them lasting a long time. I feel like she's trying to play the game smart. She's clocked that, okay, when I'm nice to Andrew and whatever, the public don't vote against me. But obviously they can see the other things I'm doing. So I feel like now she's really, really playing the game, because I just quickly to skip into yesterday's episode where they talk about the thing. And so the part where where Andrew kissed Coco, whoever he kissed, and the boys were celebrating. And Luca was like, Tasha, who? When movie night was going on, she looked like she had a problem with it. When is her and Luca about to talk about it now? He was like, oh, that Tasha who, by the way, I didn't mean like that. She was like, no. It's like, oh, I found it funny. I was thinking, no, you didn't. Because in the moment you were burning. But
Tasha
I think,
who?
again...
Oh, they showed that on the movie.
Yeah, they showed that.
And then he kept saying it in real time.
Yeah, he kept saying it in real time.
He kept saying, Tasha who?
It was
Tasha
mad.
who?
We're going to get to Luca's behavior yesterday because he was despicable. But like, I think, again, she's clocked that, I can't be crying too much because it makes me look a certain way to the public. So I understand where they were coming from. I do think if I was Andrew, I would have been shy for her, because why are you crying so hard? You got a boyfriend.
Yeah,
but again, I feel like deep down as well, Andrew knows that if he left, that girl is staying put in that house.
1,000%.
She ain't leaving. She's never going to try and be like, I'll come with you.
She's not in there for you.
She wouldn't say anything. And then, but he knows that if she left, he would have, like a sucker, left with her.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So that's what happened. What happened?
Well, that was Friday, right? We're talking about
Friday, yeah, still Friday, yeah.
My memory is not serving me well.
Andrew said he loves her. Told her he loved her in bed.
Yeah, and I think she reciprocated, right?
Yeah, she did.
Yeah,
Better than Gemma did, but she did. And then obviously we then got to the movie night.
Yeah.
And the first
part of it,
yeah. So the first one they wanted to pick Ekin, because David was like, let's just get this out of the way. And it was basically her in bed with George. And then, but you know what's mad is that he didn't understand what was going on. So when he was watching it, he was like, okay.
Because it's not clear what's happening.
Yeah, it's not clear at all. So he was like, okay, like he wasn't getting what the big deal is. He was like, okay, she said this to him. We're not friends, yeah. And then he was like, I don't get it. And then the boys then explained to him and then added all their seasonings to it. And then now he's like, you liar.
Yeah. I know also, but then they showed the scene of her and George and her telling George,
saying
don't tell no
so
one.
this is why it's messed up with them, because it's just like, it didn't actually even, like what you're saying, there's nothing definitive there. It didn't really show anything, but it showed that there was something.
Yeah.
And then it showed her pulling him and saying, don't tell. And
Yeah.
so it just shows that you're being deceitful.
And also,
Yeah.
George in the morning woke up and told the boys something happened, didn't it?
Yes, it showed that bit as well.
Mm.
But you know what it is? Because even looking at the image, you know, like with Love Island, because it's a dark, they will show they'll always show kind of movement. Whether it's their heads bopping or they're kissing, or they always show some kind of movement in the sheets. But with her scene, it all happens too quickly because they're laying there, then she puts the cover away from her. She's like, oh, it's really hot.
Yeah.
Then she's like, blah, blah. Then she's like, oh, we're just friends. And she's like, I'm just going to... And then they turn their back. Do you know what I mean? So it's all too happen for it to be a thing. Maybe she started and changed her mind. I don't know, but...
Maybe.
It was weird. So that they showed that part basically, and he was just like, oh. And then do you know what pissed me off as well? Dammy was way too vocal for the shit that he did in Casa. Because he was like, oh, nothing happened, right? Nothing happened. I was thinking...
That means it's beginning to really annoy me.
He's already been
He
annoying me.
needs to pipe down.
And then also, and then so they played Gemma's one. That was the second one on Friday. And that was where Gemma was flirting with Billy
Yeah.
when they were by the pool.
Mm.
Yeah, in the kitchen and all that kind of stuff. And then when Dammy did that predictions,
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I think that's what really burnt him.
Yeah.
Because Dammy did a prediction about, I feel like if someone else came in, your head would turn, blah, blah. Not necessarily because you're disloyal, but
Yeah.
you would get to know them. And then she said, you're not all far wrong.
Mm.
Luca was fuming. And
it was the Billy thing, man. I told you that spinning around from his arm and all that. Like, he can see that. Like, he can see that like, there's... It's not even about whether you're gonna act on it or not. You know what I'm trying
but
to
you know
say?
what's killing me though? Is how are they gonna throw Billy under the bus like that too?
No, twice
Billy's
as well.
in there. Yes, twice.
Because on his video, it's the same thing. Him flirting with Gemma.
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah.
And Luke was like, "I'm fuming.
He's like, I'm
I'm fucking
He's like,
fuming."
I'm fucking fuming. He's like, do you know what? Like, whatever she says, I don't care. Like, I don't care. If she doesn't admit to this,
Yeah.
like, I'm dumbing. I'm not gonna sit here and
Yeah.
accept this disrespect. I said, yo, guy, you're not going anywhere. Shut up.
He just goes off like
He just
0 to 100, like just quick.
But you know what? It's like his 100 is even capped. Like, he doesn't
Yeah,
sit
he don't
in
seem,
it.
he don't seem that angry. He just,
Yeah, like he's like he's acting. And I'm like, babes.
He'll say I'm fuming in the most calm way. He'll be like,
Yeah, I'm so angry.
I'm fuming. I'm absolutely fuming. Like,
No, you're not, babes. You're not even red. You're fine. You got some stuff in you.
And when Billy was like, "Oh no, it weren't even like that," because he was talking to Andrew. I'm guessing when they start whispering, like obviously Billy's a few things down, so he can't hear him.
Yeah.
You know what I'm trying to say? Like, on TV, it looks mad because Billy's right
yeah,
there.
no, Billy is right.
Billy's
one
loud
person away
ass
from him.
suit.
Yeah, Billy.
Yeah.
He's whispering, saying, "My man talking about it." He was pissed though. He was definitely
No,
pissed.
Billy.
No, Luca.
Luca, yeah, he was. But I need him to sit in that annoyance. Because he does all of that, yeah, and it just seems like he's just doing it for the boys. And this is why I get why Diamond called him fake, because it's like, you just hype up for the boys, and then when you get to confront your guy, I'm not saying like be aggressive, but be assertive. Like, you know what you saw. You felt disrespect, say that. But when he goes there, she's like, oh, like, what did she said to him? So we're now on yesterday's episode,
Yeah.
and she was like to him, oh, just get over yourself, man. Shut the fuck up. You two, you kept quiet. And he's like, I know what I saw. And she's like, it wasn't anything. Sit in it. Say, listen, I saw this. It made me feel disrespected.
Yeah.
That's not on. But he's so quick to like be like, no. What I'm trying to say is, oh God, I can date a guy like that, you know. I couldn't.
Yeah.
He's pathetic.
What else got shown?
Everything. They showed Dammy
Oof.
moving to Summer, kissing Summer, having a freeway kiss.
Did you see China saying that that wasn't the only one that they done freeway kisses every night
Oh, was it?
on
Wait a minute.
After
After Sun.
Wait, so how the fuck did Jay feel about that then? If Jay's moving to China, but she keeps kissing Dammy and Summer, like, was he
Jay's
just
a waste
watching?
man.
She was sitting next to Jay when she said it. I saw the clip
Oh,
on
was
Twitter.
it?
I saw,
Oh yeah,
saw
they
the-
went on there together, yeah.
I saw the clip on earlier when she said it. She was saying like it wasn't like a one. She's
So
done like every
why,
night.
why did
like
they
a
show
freeway
all of it
kiss.
then? Why did they just show that one?
It's Love Island
Love Island.
producing again.
India would have had a heart attack.
They showed Luca egging everyone on all the time.
But his was embarrassing though.
Yeah.
It was as embarrassing as it was to watch it.
Yeah.
Because it's like, because basically the girls like, oh, but so he wanted to come out the
Yeah.
squeakiest.
So he basically they showed him always encouraging bad behavior.
Yeah.
Oh, is it?
Yeah,
that's kinda
Tasha
what he
who,
does. Yeah.
and oh, you're a kisser, whatever you do. He's like, oh, you're already in it. You might as well just go
Yeah.
deeper. He's like, oh, you can sleep in bed with her tonight. And then the guys are then saying to him, no, like, it's more intimate if you sleep in bed. He's like, no. You already made the whole blah,
Yeah.
blah. And I was like, you're just pathetic, man.
Yeah.
He's so like, such a waste, man. Sorry.
So that make him look bad.
Yeah. Because it's like he basically went off his way to make sure that every guy did something against the girl. And he said something about Ekin as well.
He said, I can't remember what he said about Ekin. I remember what he said.
Yeah, something like forget Ekin, something like that.
Yeah.
But then I think Davide's one was the worst.
Yeah, they showed Davide kissing Coco,
Molly.
kissing Molly, and it was
And
someone
then
else?
also when he was talking, remember when he was talking to the guys and he was talking about breaking off of Ekin and he's
Yeah,
like, oh,
yeah.
she's heavyweight. It was so sad because she related that to her. She's like, oh, does he think I'm fat?
No, but that's not what he meant.
No, he meant like she's dead weight. Like,
Yeah,
it's not what she meant, but in that moment, she thought he was going to fat.
because the producers cut it off. When he said the weight
Heavyweight.
thing, the clip was cut. So she was like,
Yeah.
wait, what do you mean by that kind of thing?
Yeah.
And they showed him saying, I can get her back. Just
Yeah.
like that.
I think that was the worst one. She was really embarrassed by that.
Yeah.
Because he was like, I can get her back just like that.
Yeah.
I think the guys encouraging him to talk to her. And he's like, I'm not worried about Ekin. I get her back like just like that.
Yeah.
I think she looked really embarrassed.
Yeah.
And basically during the whole movie night, Luca is just laughing like a hyena. And he keeps doing ad-libs like Tasha who,
Yeah.
Ekin like this, and like he just keeps doing the flipping most.
Yeah.
It's embarrassing, man.
Did they show one for India? No, they don't want India.
No, they didn't win to see what she
They
did.
showed Billy. Billy's one was Billy's just flirting with Gemma. That's the one that really set Luca off.
Yeah, 'cause I think he watched it the first time, he didn't quite believe it.
Well, Billy's one.
Then he watched it the second time, then he's like,
So what
damn,
did they show in the second time?
same thing.
No, it was the same thing. The second time was when
It was a kitchen thing still.
when they were sitting on the beanbag, and
Oh,
he
yes.
was saying something like,
He was saying how you're hard to approach.
you had to approach. If I couldn't, something like, I didn't want to talk to you when I first came in because you were
Yeah.
and she was kind of said like, well, why didn't you? I didn't.
Yeah.
Well, why didn't you try to chat to me?
Yeah, because he was basically saying how every guy comes in and they're intimidated by you.
Yeah, but
But here I am
he,
just
he comes in with
bantering.
the jokes and banter, and she kind of insinuating, well, why didn't you chat to me, kind of thing. innit?
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, and
So that's what made him
yeah.
hot.
Who else had a?
The Niki didn't get one.
Niki didn't get one.
Tasha.
Obviously, Adam didn't get one.
Oh, Andrew got one. Andrew's one
Oh
was
yeah,
just the
Andrew's
whole...
one. Andrew was him lipsing Coco just 100 times, didn't it?
Yeah.
In the pool, on the terrace.
And then she was like, oh,
bed.
that's...
Just-
and she's like, oh, that's how he kisses me. I said,
yeah,
shut
just
up, bro.
bare. He was just bare lipsing.
They be lipsing everyone like that.
What about Deji?
Come on, man.
Nah, don't be silly.
He ain't got
Let me
no
see.
highlights.
Deji was there to be a human
He was there to
emoji.
be- He was there to be a highlight reel for us.
That would have been
Reactions,
funny if he got one because it just would have been footage of him going,
basically. And then yeah,
But there was no one to react. Only him.
and then we had the whole Dami, India, and Summer little argument
Ooh.
thing.
Yeah.
So India and Dami were having a little chat on the little daybed thing, whatever. He's explaining himself. I think someone must have told India that Dami was maybe filling her head with
Yeah.
lies and
Yeah.
that he kind of felt a connection with her, that he liked
Mhm.
her kind of thing. And he called her over to confirm. And she's like, yeah, I did say that. I did feel that.
But
way."
don't you think it was funny when he called her over? He called her over like India was chatting and he was
It was
like,
that.
I'm gonna call her. He's like, no, I'm
Mama,
gonna call her now. I'm gonna call her
Mama.
now. And then someone was like, yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I thought you liked me.
Yeah.
He's like, the way you're moving with me,
Yeah.
I did not think you're gonna come back here and pick India. He was
Yeah.
like, she was like, if you liked India the way you did,
yeah.
you should have never been behaving with me the way you behaved
Yeah,
in Castle
basically.
because you were doing a lot.
Yeah.
And then she kind of silenced him. And then when she was leaving,
Walking
he was
off.
like, oh, like,
No, you're fake.
you're fake.
You're
Like,
fake.
I always thought you were real, but you're fake. And she was like, first of all, don't piss me off because you did all the things I'm saying you did.
Yeah.
So don't try and flip it on me kind of thing.
Yeah.
But when I knew, because India, during the movie night, India was like, oh, don't worry, I'm going to deal with you later. I said, okay.
That was the weakest I'm going to deal with you I've ever heard. That was that. There was
And
no
then-
base behind that.
When it comes time for her to deal with him, she's like, obviously I get both parts. Like I know that it takes two to tango. When she said it takes two to tango, I said, yes, sis, you lost. Don't empathize. Don't do that. It's like, I know it takes two to tango. And obviously I get it. Oh,
She was
she
off her
had
henny.
she had no vim, no energy to
She
give him
was
whatsoever.
kind of legless. Even when she walked off,
Very-
she
yeah.
got to fall over in it.
Oh, when she waved.
Yeah, she was waved. She was waved, man. She wasn't even walking straight, man.
Her walk was so
She
bad.
was wobbly,
Like
innit?
her legs were like
Yeah,
that. Like that one leg was here. What I said,
yeah.
sis, stand up. But it was mad. It was So she was like, oh, like I know it takes two to tango, and she kept saying that. Like even later on, she'd say it again, and then she walked off, and then she finally came back again. I was like, girl, you don't really just stop it, man. I need her to come back out of the house. But to be fair, I did know anyway from the movie that nothing was gonna happen.
Or with
India, that she wasn't gonna do anything.
Yeah, of course not.
From when she took him back anyway, Because really what she should have done here was always pull someone to the side. Like, it's different for the girls who left the villa where they couldn't tell their story to the girls personally.
Yeah.
She should have pulled someone to the side and be like, what was it really like with you and Dami? But she never heard someone's side, just straight went back with Dami. So you're not a serious person. So seeing all these things now, you can't even react to it because you had the opportunity to do this. And she's like, oh, well, I didn't know he was kissing this person, this person. It don't matter. You're not, babes, it don't matter.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Oh, and Adam and Paige had their first kiss.
Oh, yeah, they did. It was cute.
Yeah.
That was nice. But I knew she moved on anyway. That's why Jack, stop waiting for that girl. She ain't waiting for you.
Well, Jack is watching the show, so he's gonna
He
see her
knows.
kissing Adam.
But yeah, they had the first kiss, it was cute. But I don't know if because he was like, oh, like, you're a good girl. Women, stop playing that good girl shit.
This is just for TV.
Mate, he's like, oh, you're a good girl. And she's like, yeah, like, I'm squeaky clean. And that whole head thing she does. And she used to cringe so much. It makes me sick. But yeah, it was cute. And he told the boys about it. No, actually, no, he wasn't going to tell the boys about it. I think they brought it up.
Yeah.
Then he's like, oh, yeah, when you guys were arguing and whatever, we did that. And then obviously, because I still feel like, yeah, the person who's been slut-shamed still in the house is Ekin. And then when the guy, so before Davide went to speak to Ekin, they were all talking to him and they were basically like to him, like, whatever conversation you have with her, she's not going to tell you the truth. And I didn't really like that. And then when they did have the conversation, she was like, yeah, nothing happened. Nothing happened. It's just this, it was that. But I don't know, man.
Yeah.
It was a mess.
I think that's where we left off. The preview showed a little bit
She's
of
crying.
Who's crying?
Ekin was crying.
Yeah.
She was saying too much, she's done with this or something like that.
Yeah.
And then also,
I think Gemma was ticked off or something in the preview.
yeah, Gemma looked annoyed about something, yeah. Someone else was, yeah, I think it was just Gemma and Ekin.
Yeah, I believe so.
I want Ekin to leave Davide. I think that he is a top, like, he is a first-class gaslighter. Like, it's ridiculous because even when they showed his video and she had a problem with it, do you see how quickly he then made it like, yeah, but you were doing this? Bro.
I think he was saying that's
one thing at a time.
I think he was saying something like, oh, that's you knew that already. I told you about all that.
But he didn't tell out about all of that. From what we saw anyway. But I think for me, I just didn't like how, I think it's a red flag when you're telling a guy, when you're confronting a guy about something that he's done and he quickly turns into something that you've done. And it's like, you're not taking any onus.
Yeah.
And I think Davide never takes accountability for anything. I want her to leave him. And I hope that even if they do win or whatever, I hope she keeps the 50K. Don't split it. But I don't think they'll let her do that. But I want better for her. I just don't like that. I just don't like it. I don't like the way he acts.
All the onus on Davide though. Like, you're heavily blaming Davide for the whole.
I am. Do you know I am? Because Davide did never let her forget that J thing. And that was from the flipping start of the show. Like, it's been 6 weeks. And you recently, like 2 weeks ago, went and you were lifting 3 girls. Like, he's so arrogant. He's very arrogant. He's very prideful. And he believes that any girl that gets to talk to him, it's a privilege to speak to him. Like, he's Papa Pope from Scandal. Yeah, and even when he kissed Coco, he's like, is that enough for you? Like, he's just so arrogant. Like, I just can't deal with it.
If he wasn't kissing around Castle more, then I could kind of hear more where he's coming from. But at the same time as well, like, it's people say that you can forgive but not forget. Like, she done that. So obviously you're bringing up old shit and you want to move on. But like, why should he forget? Like, it's obviously, and it sounds crap when you always bring it up, but it's something that affects me. Like, you done that. Like,
yeah,
she
did. But you know what it is? I feel like every time we say this story, we always forget the key part of this.
That he was
for 2 days, he wasn't interested in her.
For real, you're right.
He was literally saying to the guys that he can't. She's trying to hug him, and he's like, I keep moving away from her. Like, for a woman, for anybody, it's embarrassing.
Sorry, I'll make you right. I take back what I said. I always forget that bit.
Everyone always forgets that bit. Like, he literally was dodging her in the house. Like, even what she was like, oh, he hasn't spoken to me today. Like. And this time it was coming evening time for them to get ready. He's like, haven't spoken to me today. He's dodging her in bed. She's trying to hug him, whatever. He's acting all like he had the ick and whatever. Yeah. He literally was saying to the guys that he thinks he's done with her. And then she moves on to a guy who literally is paying attention to her. Yeah. And you're holding on to that. Bro, let it go. Yeah. Let it go. I don't know. I don't like him. I find him funny as an individual. And I don't like as well that he always very quick to call her a liar. Like, it's funny,
liar.
But stop it now. I don't know, man. I don't like him. I like his personality because he's funny, but I think with her, I don't like him with her. And I think she kind of gets to a breaking point because she was really upset. I think he keeps embarrassing her. Like, anytime we have a disagreement, you're quick to call me a liar. You're quick to call me an actress. Like, it's embarrassing, and always in front of other people as well. It's embarrassing. No one wants to hear their man talking to them like that. Not even in private. How much more? So I really hope that she leaves him or something. Or bring another guy in and let her just move on.
I don't think they're bringing in no one new at this point.
Mate, we've got to the 1st of August. Got plenty of time to bring 5 guys in.
I think so.
We've got a hell of time. We looked at the time when it ends.
At least one,
Yeah.
or
Yeah.
two. There's usually someone who comes at the end who gets a free
Yeah.
ride. Gets a free ride.
Gets a
to
free
the
ride.
end,
Like Greg
Yeah.
with Amber. That was mad, you know.
Mm. So we'll see.
Okay.
Man was there for a week. Won half the money. Left the show.
Who? Someone came in
Greg. So
after a
basically,
week.
yeah, do you know Amber?
Yeah.
So her season, after Michael had done the whole thing with another girl, blah, blah, she was single for time. She and Ovi kept saving each other that Ovi had to let go because he had a girl he liked.
Yeah.
And then they brought someone in for literally the last. That guy was not there for 2 weeks.
Yeah.
I don't know if he unpacked his suitcase. He didn't need to. He was there for a week. She won, shared the money with him. They left the house. I think like maybe not even up to like 2 months after, he dumped her by text.
Mm.
They had a loose women interview.
Yeah.
And he messaged her like, oh yeah, I'm not showing up, by the way. Like, we're done.
Mad. Shout out to Greg.
He just won 25K. Just like that.
Big up him.
But guys, we'll keep going. Can't lie to you. So like, we'll keep going and we'll see what happens tomorrow.
Let's go.
Let's get to our last headlines for the week. Sorry. don't know it. You guys were doing music moguls for so long.
The music moguls.
I swear we could save these headlines till tomorrow, man.
Brent?
No, I was only.
Oh, okay. I was like,
I think what he means is just read it and not discuss it. 'Cause
Yeah.
oh yeah, I don't think we've got much to say
2
about this
minutes.
anymore. I think we've talked that for today.
Yeah.
So, is this karma or just haters hating? LOL. Tony Garnett, the British man who left his partner and mother of his 2 daughters for Ukrainian refugee 10 days after she moved into his family home, says he is now broke. As you remember, TDA reported on this family, which graciously sponsored Sophia as a refugee under the government scheme, but after 10 days saw their family ripped apart. Tony was a businessman that ran a thriving security firm, but says due to his relationship getting a lot of press, he has lost a lot of his contracts. He told the Daily Star, I've been trying to get by and survive with Sophia with note. Is that white slang?
Nothing. Just means nothing.
Oh, nothing. Okay.
Now.
Nout. Okay. I thought some Caucasian talk. I want to show people that I'm not a scrounger for government benefits. I know what is right. I used to have a very successful business. I've dedicated myself to it. Some weeks I put over 80 hours a week into it. We're not sure if Tony figured he'd try his hand at rapping to make ends meet. Stop it. But he released a rap video on YouTube gunning his ex-partner. Is it rotation? I'm joking. His music video was posted less than 24 hours after he was hit with a court order preventing him from contacting Lorna, his ex, after she alleged he had sent her abusive texts. Hours after the court hearing on Wednesday, Tony put out the lyric video called Ukraine to UK Rain, in which he accuses an ex of being two-faced and playing with his emotions like a video console. These are some of the bars, guys. I live life to the fullest. I live with no regrets. I'm now with a blonde, but yes, my ex was a brunette. The ex is two-faced is the only way I can describe what she said to the papers. Yes, it was all lies. Next song. You know the song is crap.
Those that think they know me, I'm a wolf in sheep's clothing. I'm a product on the shelf, made famous by the media. It's a shame about the truth, but you can't see any clearer. I don't recognize a man when I'm looking in the mirror. I know right from wrong, I've been brought up with additions. Subtract all the bullshit that equals my decisions. And I stand by what I've done because my IQ's 150 plus. I don't care for opinions or messages of disgust. I live life to the fullest, I live with no regrets. I'm now with a blonde, but yes, my ex was a brunette. The ex is two-faced, only way I can describe what she said to the papers. Yeah, it was all lies. People sliding my DMs, they want to know why I left my ex and kids wasn't really so high. No, I was never married. She changed it by a depot. She played with my emotions like a video console. I tried really, I'm really not heartless, but it was hell living there, so I needed to leave regardless. And now she's even trying to use my kids as a weapon, speaking to the courts, filling the papers with deception again.
I don't care what you have to.
My kids know different and they know the truth anyway. I don't care what silly games you want to try play. They will always be my babies no matter what you say.
I don't care what you have to.
My kids know different and they know the truth anyway. I don't care what silly games you want to try play.
actually not bad, you know.
What?
Bollocks.
It's actually
That's
not
absolute
bad. What are you
crap.
talking about, Esther?
It's better than what I thought it was going to be.
That flow is ridiculously swag.
Compared to Why You Come So Fast, I think that is not.
That does not make
It's a
the
little
rotation,
better.
boy.
I
Nah,
mean, I'm not gonna listen to it, but
get
it's,
out here, Tony.
what's that? Oh,
Miles
what else?
was like, this is real rap.
That was Chase Payne.
All right, last bit of news for the day. British soldier captured in Ukraine-Russia war. I guess we've got a theme here. A British man has been shown in a video appealing for help from Boris Johnson while appearing to be held captive by pro-Russian separatists in the self-proclaimed Donetsk People's Republic in eastern Ukraine. In the video, John Harding, who is in his 50s and originally from Sunderland, is being interviewed by a Russian TV presenter. In the video, he says he could face the death penalty. The Foreign Office said it was concerned by his detention. It is understood that Mr. Harding was captured in May when Ukrainian units he was fighting with at the Azovstal steelworks were forced to surrender. The units had been defending the southeastern city of Mariupol at the time. The video says he was part of the Azov regiment. What's it? Regiment, yeah. Mr. Harding had told friends he was fighting as part of the Ukrainian National Guard. Friends and family of Mr. Harding have confirmed to the BBC it was him in the video, and his family are being supported by the Foreign Office. He had been fighting in eastern Ukraine's Donbas region since 2018. He previously told the BBC he had travelled there to use his skills as a combat medic to help in the fight against pro-Russian rebels. Damn, get him home. That must be scary.
Well.
Okay, well, let's get to Janai. You're ridiculous.
Oh, well.
So, well,
Well,
it's a shame.
I'm surprised. Oh, there's a story I was going to give you for tomorrow, actually.
Okay.
There's a story that I'm surprised it's not in here, but I'll let you know after.
Okay. Throw it in the dock, man. Today's done out here.
Ooh, is it the first one? The trigger warning.
Oh, yeah, I'll get out of the way. Well, do I have to say trigger warning?
Yeah.
Yeah, there is a trigger warning.
Oh,
there.
that one. Yeah, that
Yeah.
one's heinous. Oh, my God.
I haven't even got the link here to even get into it. I just the proper information. Where was he from again? Brazil, innit?
Yeah.
It
So
was
trigger
like-
warning, guys. Sexual
Trigger
assault.
warning, sexual assault. That's what we have to do. There's an anesthetist. Is that how you say it?
Anesthesia.
Anesthetist?
Yeah.
Anesthetist. I
Yeah.
I struggle with words sometimes. There's an anesthetist. The guy who does the
Anesthetics.
anesthetics in the hospitals, I think is a Brazilian doctor.
Mm.
Basically, there was a woman undergoing a C-section. Yeah. She was under general anesthetics. She was conked out, basically. And then one of the doctors, he's basically like, I think the word would be like raping her or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, like he's got his dick in her mouth and all these kind of things while she's unconscious, and it's caught there on camera. And I think these people should know that the surgeries and stuff are being filmed. and like,
Films, yeah.
You see what it is, yeah? Like things I don't understand, proper like get to me. You get me?
Mhm.
Because I think I'm a logical person, and stupidity proper gets to me as well. So
Yeah.
when people are just being stupid and doing like unnecessary things, yeah, it proper annoys me. You get
Yeah.
me? Like, and regardless, like obviously, like you shouldn't be abusing anybody
Yeah.
anyway. You know what I'm trying to say? Especially with like when they're unconscious. I don't even
Yeah.
understand. I don't even understand what will drive you, what will fuel you to do that. Do you know what I'm trying to say? But it's like there's just no need. Like, there's just no need. I don't understand what's in. Is that the first time he's done that?
No,
Probably not.
There've been several other cases.
Yes.
It's only now come up because
Because of the camera?
Yeah, yeah.
So they caught him, and there you go. That's really the mindset. It couldn't have been the first time he's done.
No,
that.
I couldn't.
You know what I'm trying to say?
How do you get there? What is the thought process
Yeah.
behind it?
Yeah, like on a whim to just
Like,
go
let me do this. Yeah.
and just do that. But like, you're a fucking idiot. And I just hope to God, yeah, they just throw the whole weight of the law on you. You get what I'm trying to say? Like, I hope
100%.
you lose your livelihood, well, your career is
Yeah, that's
definitely gone.
revoked.
Your career is definitely in tatters. I don't know how it works over Brazil. I hope there's a sex offenders list that you go on. I just hope everything that can happen to you, I hope it happens to you.
He's already been targeted in jail, by the way.
He's been targeted in jail as well.
Of course.
Big up Jungle
you know what is it-
Justice. I knew the Brazilians won't let me down anyway. Brazil's got bad man in there.
Yeah.
You
You
know
know
what I'm
what's mad
saying?
as well? I didn't even know she was getting a C-section. Do you know how like that's a deep thing anyway?
She's pregnant. Like,
Did you see the video?
man.
Huh?
You see the video?
I
I saw a screenshot that you put.
I didn't watch all of it. I watched a few seconds and I saw him. I got the gist of what was going on and I just stopped it.
Just imagine there are 3 doctors right on the other side of flipping cloth, just doing the C-section, and he's just like, they can't see him because it's
It's
cloth that's
divided.
covering them.
So I'm saying, so that was like in a working environment. The operation was going on.
Yes.
It's madness.
And it's 2 feet away, you know, 2 feet away.
So like, what if someone was like, oh, you know,
But he knows
Bradley,
that they don't
can you,
do
like-
that. He knows that they just focus there.
Mm.
He's insane.
oh, he's sick,
insane.
man. That's a sicko.
He's
Yeah,
insane.
he's vile. No, he is not getting away with this. We're not bringing mental health. No,
No,
you get me. You are
No.
not getting away with this. That is not.
No,
You're
when I
not
say
insane.
insane, I don't mean like that way. I just think he's fucking mad. He's fucking mad. Is what I mean.
I think he's mad in any kind of way. Wherever definition is going, he's it.
Yeah, he's vile, man. He's a
That's
fucking
nasty,
piece
man.
of shit, man. And, yeah, it's just
Poor
horrible.
woman.
Like I said, man, just in general, man. As humans, man, we just need to be better, man.
So I think that they should hide cameras in more places like that
Yeah.
because obviously he knew a camera was there and still acted a fool.
No, it says it's a hidden camera in it.
Oh, good. I was gonna say,
Did someone
because you
suspect?
never
Did someone
know.
suspect that he was?
Yeah, I've just sent you the thing,
Is it on my phone?
the video.
On my phone.
Yeah, on your WhatsApp.
Okay.
Because I didn't want to share it in that WhatsApp again because
Yes.
the warning.
Yeah, I didn't watch it. I didn't even click the link. I knew it was about, and I said, yeah,
Just so wild.
I can't take that. That's good then if they got hidden cameras because imagine how many other people do like sick stuff. What a sicko, man.
Absolute heathen.
Yeah, man.
Lock him up. Throw away.
Lock him up.
the
Throw
key.
away the key. I hope they
Immediately.
continue to rush him in jail. Every single day you wake up, you
Does
get
he think this
rushed.
is a joke or something?
Can you imagine?
Absolutely ridiculous. Also, Brent, I like that essence that you didn't put in the group because of the women. That's very thoughtful, actually.
Honestly, some people I just can't comprehend, man. Like, yeah, that is yucky. So that doctor, you are fucking done at it. And yeah, I'm glad you're getting battered in jail. Hopefully you don't make it out alive.
All right. That's that on that.
Here.
So okay, that was a great show. Great, strong show to kick off the week.
Extra long for you.
Extra. You'll have me doing overtime. It's 2 shows in one for me. But yeah, thank you guys always for tuning in. Make sure you do subscribe to our channel. Make sure you follow us on all our social media platforms. The Day After TNB. Comment, share our videos, like them, do all that great stuff. Leave comments in the videos on YouTube as well. We really appreciate those. You can always send voice notes to react to something we've said or for asking for a friend, sis, what would you do? Whatever it is, send voice notes and text messages to 075 6484 1073. As you guys know, we'll be moving to a platform soon that allows us to be closer community with you guys, but we'll give you all the information as and when prepared. But yeah, if you would like to inquire about the show or you wish to feature on the show, email the team at thedayafter@thenewblack.com. Black is spelled with an X. Stay safe, put SPF on, stay cool, and we'll see you guys tomorrow.
See you tomorrow.
I wonder how much this is.